Welcome to South Central Baseball here in Knoxville, Nixton Field here in Plymouth, Indiana. Satellites come in 2-0 in the season, a little bit different than what they were last year at the same time. Starting lineups for
So I'm not allowed to connect it, but I can't do it because if I do that, I can't run the program to build the schedule. So I'm getting a Wi-Fi because I'm not allowed to connect to the network, which is nice for like, so like tonight, this isn't the one that I have two that I need. But it's like tonight that I can bring it to stuff. I don't do Instagram. I'm not. They can say inappropriate things to people on Instagram and they're not taking the time away.
Maybe that's why you can't get back. Yeah.
How does that happen to Jackson Dollar too?
I had one where they like questioned my identity. Like I had they sent me a thing I had to use Instagram itself. And like, I had to like, are you a real person?
Grass currently thrown in the lineup. The pitcher's mound here in Plymouth. You got the old school bullpen kind of mounds here that you see Wrigley Field before they pulled it back into the center fields, right field.
Oh, okay, yeah, I'll make that. Yeah. Okay.
Jack Reacher. So I watched
the show.
Okay,
Sounds good.
so I never really read the books, right? But I enjoyed the time
Yeah,
previous, although now that I read the
Yes,
books, I understand what everybody complains about the time previous.
I've never seen the movies or the Prime show.
So I watched the Prime show, which, and then, my brother-in-law really likes it. So I'm pretty judge that, so, well, you don't have to read the book, and then I read the book, so that was book 1. And then we're on to book 6. And I was like, I was reading from the library when I read 2 books. One was the book about the Lakers, in the 2000 period circus, about Jack, Kobe, Phil. It was pretty good. It was a little slow. The ritual was better. And then I started reading this one by Feinstein about Dean Smith and Belmondo and Krzyzewski. That was really good. It was really good. I like Feinstein as an author. I don't like him a whole lot as a person. I think he's a pretty good author. I just don't like the hatchet job he did on Night.
Sure.
And it's interesting because, like, in this book, when Krzyzewski questions, it's F for the line. But when it's not, we're going to
of course.
Hey, Dad.
I'm like,
Good evening and welcome to Bill Nixon Field, the home of Plymouth Pilgrims baseball. Tonight, the Pilgrims play host to the South Central Satellites. Here are the starting lineups for tonight's game, starting with the visiting South Central Satellites. Leading off and playing center field, number 23, Brandon Young. Batting second, first baseman, number 8, Tommy Sullivan. Hitting third baseman, number 3, Jacob Oman.
Okay, play
Batting cleanup, designated hitter, number 7, Bryson
2. Come out here.
Glissick.
And I'll be coming back.
He's hitting for the pitcher, number 10, Braden Grass. Batting 5th, shortstop, number 19, Bradley Farrell. Batting 6th, the catcher, number 16, Andrew Wazar. Batting 7th, second baseman, number 46, Gavin Gross. Batting 8th, right fielder, number 4, Alex Newberg. And batting 9th, left fielder, number 12, Zach Hanchar. The satellites are coached by Mr. Zach Coulter. And here's the starting lineup for the Plymouth Pilgrims. Leading off and playing left field, number 9, Cam Shively.
Welcome into
Batting second, center fielder, number 12, Brady Pittman.
Joins me at Rusty Nixton.
Batting third baseman, number 11, Skylar Aker.
Really a nice performance.
Hitting cleanup, right fielder, number 17, Michael Sheely.
Yeah, this is a game where.
Batting fifth, first baseman, number 18, Matt Manzuk. Batting sixth, the pitcher, number 5, Tanner Feast. Hitting sixth, designated hitter, number 15, Boston Berkeypile. He'll be hitting for the second baseman, number 1, Preston Wolf.
Interesting.
Deerfield. In
I
Wide.
showed you how a year.
Available for substitution from the Pilgrims tonight, number 3, Cohen Dion. Number 6, Ryan Jolly. Number 7, Trey Jordan. Number 8, Trey Hall. Number 10, Brock Jensen. Number 19, Caleb Bowling. And number 24, Noble Stossman. The
We're
Pilgrims
gonna
are
take a
coached by
break. When we
Mr.
come
Ryan
back, we'll
Wolf.
have the first pitch.
Ladies and gentlemen, if we stand, kindly remove your hats as we play our national anthem.
So I tell you, go backward in the end. Okay, come on here after that commercial is done.
So that's what is,
I grew up with my Okay.
Back at Bill Nixon Field, Rusty Nixon and Braden Davidson. Let's run down the lineups for you first for South Central. Leading off playing center field is going to be Brandon Young. Tommy Sullivan, that's second. He's the first baseman. Jacob Ockman, the third baseman. That's in the number 3 spot. The cleanup man, Bryce Glissick, is the designated hitter. Bradley Farrell, the shortstop. That's number 5. The catcher, Andrew Wazar. And he's hitting the 6th spot. Gavin Gross, the second baseman, batting 7th. Alex Newburn in right field batting 8th, and Zach Hampshire, the left fielder, batting 9th. Pitcher for South Central be Braden Grass, I should say, tonight, right-hander. For Plymouth, it's going to be Cam Shively in left field, leading off. A little bit of a change here. Brady Pittman will hit second and center field. Skylar Aker at third base will hit third. Michael Sheely will be on the field playing defense for the first time. Tonight, he'll be in right field. The first baseman hitting fifth is Matt Manson. Tanner Feast, the pitcher, will bat in the 6th spot. Austin Perkypile in the lineup still tonight, not at first, but a designated hitter.
Welcome to Satellite Baseball here. About to start.
Got 9 Rockies, man.
I am not 100% sure, but I believe this will be the first high school out there. But they get over here. Be interesting at first bat.
I'll start to remember this next year.
They'd be hitting tonight, and Tanner Feast taking warm-up pitches. I've not seen him since opening day for a few innings with New Haven. He is a big key to this team, and they're
He shut down New Haven.
What his talent says he can be.
Last time he came out, 20-0.
He's going to have a monster year, and this team is going to have a monster year.
Umpires for this evening's game are Mr. Jay Miller and Mr. Rob Wilson.
He's one of those pitchers that kind of drives me crazy. He goes too deep to count.
Yeah.
Leading off the game, Satellite center fielder,
Always do.
number 3, Brandon.
Young steps up into bat here.
Stepping in will be Brandon King, left-hander. He's playing center field.
Young currently
For South Central.
with Sheehy on the mound.
First pitch on the way, strike on that. He's going to throw
Strike.
it there.
Right there.
The hitters are going to have a long night. That was right on the outside corner. Strike one.
Just got the outside corner on that one.
Second one.
Foul. Oh,
And it's quickly 0-2, which is exactly where you wanted to be.
2-0 currently after the car bound 5 ball. Just a little bit outside. 2-1 currently. 2 strikes, 1 to Young.
A little bit outside, ball 1-2. Young steps back in, pitch on the way from Feast.
Just a little bit outside.
Deerfield blocks it, so going to 2-2.
2-2 currently.
That's what I'm talking
Yeah.
about.
Start really for collection.
2-2 on the way. That was a little bit off.
Foul ball
Fouled away.
by Young, staying alive. Young staying alive on that one. Currently 2-2.
Sister. 100,
Yeah. Pitch on the way. That one bounces in. Looks like he lost his footing up there a little bit. So now he's going 3-2 on the leadoff man. Do not want to walk the leadoff man, do we? Young will step back in. He's ready to go. Feast is ready to go. Just underway here at Bill Nixton Field. 3-2 pitches on the way, and that is hit hard to left field. Couldn't be caught. Should be caught, and to right field. It's right off the glove out there.
Right off the glove.
hits him right in the hand.
Number 8, Tommy
So-
Sullivan.
Hitter is aboard.
Now, what are the keys for the Satellites? Start aggressive on the base path, because they've been running all over the previous 2 opponents that they have faced so far in this young year.
So now, not sure what over the dugout. So nobody out, runner aboard. Tanner Feast
Not surprised.
will step out. Yeah, we had another. Yeah, I think we got a feeling that. See, this is something that I had a problem with years. Talking about in a second. Yeah, Sullivan steps in.
Sullivan
throws
throws back all the way there.
Get it.
And so it's almost found themselves on second with a dangerous here with Sullivan.
So Sullivan at the plate, Young just back under that throw. And Feast ready. Pitch on the way, squares the bunt.
And pass ball.
Runner will go to second. And he will hold there. So a tough start here.
Second here after the pass ball.
In there.
The gate works.
Hit the wrong button. Technology is wonderful. Okay, I'm ready to go. Sullivan steps in. He's ready to go. Feast
And there he
second,
goes.
nobody
Throws it
there.
to Casper, and the runner it goes
Runner
to
will try to
third.
move up. Pittman's throws way high at third.
And the runner is
Just like
safe
that.
at third.
You got a runner at third. Some suspect defense so far.
Runner is very much hitters count here for Sullivan with the runner at third base.
So now you got trouble. Runner at third is the lead run here already. Off to that is 1-1.
We play them every year and pretty good. I mean,
Yeah.
Usually where you laugh at their levels kind of depth and pitching, where it kind of comes up and you're able to score. They're going to put runs on the board. I mean, this is a good thing for a good team overall. So you both your focus is in the right place.
Right now, it doesn't seem to be. 2 quick errors and a pass ball, and you got a runner at third.
Sullivan
Nobody out.
taking his time with the last couple of errors here by the
Tie his
Rockies.
shoes. He's ready to go now. He's ready to go. Pitch on the way.
just found that side corner on that one. Sure.
That doesn't help your pitcher either.
Yeah, especially with that stuff. You want confidence in him to let the other teams know how to put the ball in play, and that's not going to get them.
Ball
Just
runner tries to
runs,
score,
and there scores the Satellite run on that one.
Fairfield tried to beat
1-0
that.
so far.
He might have had a shot if he would have flipped it to Feast. And just like, I had a run across.
I can't believe it. Actually,
I can't either.
that ball maybe was
Already
outside the dirt there.
checking a mark off of the keys of the game so far. Being aggressive on the base path and scores.
No, he did not. He can't be with it. That close.
Sullivan with a great count on
Throws
here.
outside at fastball goes to 2-2 now. Nobody out, and Plymouth Trails already 1-0. Feast ready to go. Pitch on the way. That one's in the dirt.
And Sullivan walks.
Very tough beginning here.
Now Jacob Ullman comes up.
Jacob Olden will come up.
Not batting for South Central. Third baseman, number 3, Jacob Omen.
They do. If I
Ullman
remember right, they will run the bases. They'll put some pressure. And now that pressure is not what you want usually at first. By Sullivan, stretch by Peace. And he'll bring the fastball.
Sullivan leading off,
Fairfield
getting a
blocks that
very
one.
good lead with a dangerous hitter himself with Jacob Ullman. There's not too many hitters on this lineup where you can just rest.
Used to tell her guys, stride out 6 inches. Low lengthen was the old adage. Throw over to first and a little bit high. Benson catches
A little bit high on the pickoff
Sullivan back
attempt,
easily.
but there's no go on that one.
Waiting on deck, Bryce Kissick, designated hitter. Runner at first, nobody out.
Just a little bit inside.
That one in the dirt. Gets away from Derafield. And the runner goes to
You guys will see it in a second.
2-0 to Omen. This is not what you wanted to see.
Especially on the.
It's cold enough.
Sheehy gets in back into stretch.
People standing around out there. I don't know. There's one
Swings
outside.
and a
The ball
miss.
runner goes in the dirt, not in time.
And we're having some technical difficulties. Runner in second currently here.
So I think it's 3-0. I'm not sure.
Yep.
So the runner in third on the stolen base.
Runner
And
the stolen base at third here.
Another runner at third.
And Ullman
Right down the middle. 3-1
just
now.
took a strike.
Infield back, of course, here early, but it's already 1-0 after 2 hitters. Hitter number 3 up here. Nobody out. That one out.
And that's another walk here.
Second walk.
Runners at the corners with big
So this is one that's not.
Blissick coming up the plate.
Two
No matter,
errors.
South Central. Designated
Three
hitter,
hitters.
number 7.
Now you got
Bryson
a designated
Blissick.
hitter coming up. Bryce Blissick. Big, strong-looking left-handed hitter. And you got a lot of options if you're sitting in the South Central dugout right now.
Well, the way we've been throwing the ball around, I'm going.
Why not run?
I'm going first pitch.
Agree with you. Stretch by Feast, and he does. Shows bunt. Throw by Derafield is not in time. And so the runner at second
Stolen base
is
here.
safe. Now,
Runners at the
Blissick
corner.
showed bunt.
Runners in
No
scoring
pinch
position
whatsoever
for
about the ball. I guess no. He'll step
Blissick
back in
here.
now with runners at second and third, nobody out, and South Central already with a 1-0 lead. Huge lead at second base.
Just a little outside.
1-1 the count. As Spista struggling to find the strike zone. And everything just not working at all. Stretch. Fast. No, he looked like he pulled him a little.
Just a little bit outside on that one.
Cut at it.
You got a good cut at it, just,
Runners scoring position here.
get squared up.
1-2 the count. Runners at second and third. We're just underway, but South Central already with a 1-0 lead. 2 walks and 2 errors. Swing and a ground ball to short. This should be a play, and it is.
2-0.
Matt Manson, finally an out. Runner moves to third.
No batting is that
Sullivan
way.
scores.
Shortstops, number 19, Bradley Farrell.
Great job by the French.
Yeah.
Listen, when you're down 1-2 in the count, you're used to the defensive back, just ground ball up the middle, it's easy. Unscored right there.
So now it's 2-0. Runner at third, pitch is on the outside corner for a strike. The hitter is Bradley Farrell. So Jacob Oman at third, 1 out. Peace into the stretch. 0-1 on the way. That's a nice curveball. Just backdoors him, left-handed hitter. And it's strike 2. Once again, how do these schools find so many left-handed hitters?
I don't know where the liar.
We haven't for 30 years. I mean, it's just, say Joe comes in here with 5 or 6 left-handed hitters. 3 of the first 4 here are left-handed. 0-2, 1 out, pitch on the way. That one hit to the shortstop. Widener will eat it up. Long throw. And I'm going to say, you better hurry. There's some speed there. He does just get it. So now 2 outs, but
Not batting
it's
for
3
South
to
Central.
it's a
The
run
catcher,
from third.
number 16, Andrew Wazar.
It's just, it's been a
Yeah,
story.
Wazar steps in after
Couple of
run
years.
batted in.
Yeah.
The future's choice.
You hope things will change, but it's kind of the same story over and over again. You know, you guys probably get tired of us talking about it. It's walks and under and runs and errors, and it's just, it all adds up to.
It wouldn't matter what program it was. Walks and errors do not, you can't win ball games on it. Well, the other night, pitch on the way, swing and a miss, pulls the string a little bit on that one, going way out in front. So 2 strikes quickly here. I mean, St. Joe had what, 7 errors?
Yep, 7 errors.
Well, why did they lose the game? And now we got a hit batter on the 0-2. And he's aboard. Pretty much anything that is not what you want.
Not bad for the Satellites.
That's happened
Second baseman,
so far.
number 46,
I think for
Gavin
the-
Gross.
Good news is I think it was worse.
Well, now wait a minute.
So, from a starting standpoint, so it will go up. You know.
You gotta get across your team, and you can't get them all back at once. Just stay in here, keep plugging. 3-0 score, fly ball, runner off.
I mean, I think teams, this is gonna be a thing, a theme, a current theme the whole year. Is teams are gonna make throw guys out.
Yep.
And I mean, we've already seen what 3 stolen bases tonight. I mean, he's got to nab one. He's got to nab one early in the game to kind of shut that down. For teamers can start running wild. We've got some help with pitchers with that too.
Another big lead, if he throws over. See, that's the thing, is that the pitcher's gotta give you a chance.
Yeah. Yeah, it works both ways.
Yeah, it does. Gross will step back in, runner first. Now he'll step back out. Cold
Got to
ball.
nab
1 pitch is not on the way, and he's a throw over. That's what you like to see. Just do anything but break up that guy's timing. Gross will step back in, runner first.
You don't love to throw. You don't like doing that kind of stuff. Well, it just messes with them. And their back foot is on the cutout.
Not in time, another stolen base. 2 strikes on the hitter, but the runner in scoring position. On the stolen base. 2 strikes on the hitter. The runner is 3-0 already. On the stolen base. 0-2 the count, 2 outs, just top of the order. Get out of this first inning. Cut the losses. Pitch is just a little bit low, and it is 1-2. It's not a bad miss, really.
Just a little bit below the knees.
Stretch runner, the huge lead at second. Line drive goes through the hole between short and third, sending him all the way, and holds up though. Nice job. Goes through the hole. Third base coach to put the stop sign on. He was sending him all the way, and then back up and said, "Hey, you better wait on top." So
Not bad for South Central. Right fielder, number 4, Alex Newberg.
it looked like it was all the way. It looked like it was going to be deeper than it was.
Not bad for
So
South
runners
Central.
on the
Right
corners.
fielder, number 4, Alex
Newburn steps into the batter's box here. Runners at the corners.
Well, now, at least the lead is a step shot.
3-0 here.
Maybe not this first pitch.
Gross ready to go. Pitch on the
And that ball is carrying.
That should be caught. Pittman and Shively finally runs it down, and
The ball is carrying,
mercifully, the first inning is
and
over.
caught
We have
here.
played just the top half. South Central pushes 3 across. With
3-0 so far.
We'll head to the bottom half. Little trails at 3-0.
Shiley comes in.
You need to run here. You don't got to get.
Leading off the team,
Get
the
one.
left fielder, number 9, Cam Knightley.
You need to run here.
Shiley comes back into
Left fielder, number 9, Cam Knightley.
Shiley. Grass gets in the windup here. Strike. Drops it down into the zone.
Breaking pitch from Brad. I guess I'm pretty smart. I thought he was struggling with that pitch and then he throws that one perfectly. 0-1.
And a high fastball. 2-0 here.
Tell that he's only a sophomore.
First pitch, curveball, second. Come back with the fastball, hands wide, so.
In the windup here in the grass.
0-2 the count. Pitch on the way. Another big breaker.
Grass gave up 4 runs last game and got the win against Kankakee Valley on Monday. That ball is carrying.
The right side, right fielder roaming around.
And a great catch. You're going to find out in a second by Newburn.
Center fielder, number 12, Brady
So,
Pittman.
one out. Brady
Pittman comes in after the catch by Newburn here. Grass in the windup still.
Delivery. There it is.
And
Ground ball to the third baseman. Big hop. Big
he's in the windup.
2 down.
And grounds out to the third baseman, Ullman, for the second out here. Quick 2 outs here for the Rockies.
Next up the Pilgrims, third baseman, number 11, Skyler Aker.
Correct me. Pilgrims, 2 quick out for the Pilgrims here.
Pitch is right there. Strike 1.
Well, you got it. That's all that matters.
Grass is so really. We haven't seen a lot of pitches, but he is.
And strike down below.
So, pitch on the way. Quarter fastball.
He looks a lot there. He's moving to get past that one just.
Just a bit outside there. Count 1-1.
Pitch on the way. Breaking ball in the dirt. Ball 2.
That's the pitch right there. Looks great. The way off the big sweeping across the zone. That's a tough one.
Great swingy pitch, but
It drops
Pittman
just
does not
is what it boils
bite
down to. Pitch
or
on the
does
way.
not go fishing on there. It's 2-1
Off
here.
To the right side. Second baseman, first baseman, both. Oh boy. First baseman Tommy.
And
Sullivan.
there is almost a collision here. Sullivan just catches it in time.
And so that will be out number 3. So a quick 1, 2, 3 bullet. And they're back out to play defense, trailing it 3-0.
That is what it is. Almost more difficult. Leading off the inning for the South Central Satellites, left fielder, number 12, Zach
Nixton field, Rusty Nixon and Braden Davidson. Plymouth trails this one in the top of the second, 3-0, kind of a disastrous first inning. First pitch swinging on the way and just a
Line drive shot from Hampshire on that one.
Travelers at first.
Nice solid swing, 5.5 full.
Now batting for the Satellites, number 23, center fielder, Brandon
He just
Young.
held, kept his, he got a little bit on that front leg. But that-
Hand chop.
Nixton and Brad Davidson. He got a lot of it, so number 9 hitter aboard.
Hampshire
At lines.
with a great base hit on that one. Here comes Young.
Second time in this game. Okay, we're only in the second inning. Piece ready to go. Lead once again. Tanner throws over. I'd like to see that. Give your catcher a shot. You know, you don't have to throw either. I just tell guys, don't like to throw. Don't just step off. Pitch on the way.
Just inside.
Block it. His throw to second has a shot, but it's into the runner and bounces up in the air. So
This past week, I
this
think.
runner there.
They are
First.
With a great base hit on that.
well coached.
Yes.
I would say on the base. I mean, they're getting.
This past week, I
This
think.
runner there.
They are off their block. That's perfect.
Exactly.
They are aggressive. They're going right away.
Yes, a shot. but it's on the run.
Why do you throw that?
Throw to second and the runner back in time.
It's almost, that wasn't really a close play. It was almost. Aggressive. He's almost headed right for the runner's head. He got a little nervous there. Kind of backed away from the bag. He's going back in.
There's that fake bunt to see if they were going to cover third, and we didn't. So now they're probably deciding how they're going to steal third base here. That is ball 2, really good hitters count 2-0 to the leadoff man who got aboard on an error in the first inning. Huge lead at second, pitch on the way, bounces over the head of the catcher, straight back to the screen. And the wild pitch will move the runner to third, takes all the guesswork out of it. So, man at third. Brandon Young at the plate with a 3-0 count. We did runner third held a bit, Caden White.
Jagged out of the way.
And so Young for the up and in. And he goes to 3-2.
And then you see today, it's like, wow.
Hello, Harrison.
Right, bowls the string a little bit, 1-1. What is our play?
Not much. But do you see the share button?
In for the first time this year.
Yeah.
He's not going to overpower you.
No, what he's gonna do is he's gonna.
Okay, so can you share the game
Yeah, then you say that.
for me? Because it's a little bit off on here, a little bit delay.
So the
Share it where?
on a wide pitch.
Share it right here on
So the runner will move up to
the screen. Let's see here.
So with
Let's
one
say
out,
here.
plays our steps in.
Click
when the
share.
runner only 90 feet away.
So
Bring
where it
the
says-
in, why not?
Yeah, so you click share. Okay.
And so Bachman will step back up there. This is a situation where they.
Okay, so-
Share screen.
So you see where it says share screen? Yeah. So it's gonna be Regan's Corner on Facebook. Go to Facebook and it says Regan's Corner, and then you share the video link.
I know what that is, Corbin.
So you can look that up on Facebook and then share that video link.
So that's one of the things. that
Yep.
They teach you on a bunt with a good runner to third. If he's coming, you come with him.
Yeah, I'm not sure that the outside you're trying to, you know, bunt or.
Pitch on the inside corner, strikes him out.
Good pitch, right?
Come back to South Central.
Six strikes.
Second baseman, number 46, Gavin Gross.
Get out of this here.
So 3 in the first, 4 in the second. It's 7-0. South Central with the lead. Bachman comes stretch, pitch on the way. Strike right there on the outside
I
corner.
pulled up the Facebook thing.
It's only one.
Now what do I do?
That is the one thing. That
Okay.
Noble's the kind of guy.
Okay. Is it on Regan?
No, he just kind of looks like he's
Pull up Regan's Corner on there.
coming out.
Does it have a
Cut
frog
out.
on it?
Away.
Yeah.
Nice slow roller to the shortstop. Widener, he'll make the play, and that will.
I'm gonna send you. Yeah. Okay. So you.
So. Else that when you run the bases that way, you're manufacturing. a lot.
I'm not seeing it. Did you hear? Did you hit the
You kinda
share
cut out.
tablet on it?
Right fielder,
I'm cutting
number
out.
17,
Yeah.
Michael Sheely.
I'm gonna share this, and then I'm gonna call you on this.
I don't know if there's 7, but this one got out third less than 2 outs, put the ball in play.
Exactly. I think most of them. I haven't looked back at it, but yeah, I would say most of them have to be. Pitch on the way, big sweeping curveball from grass and strike one to Michael Sheely.
The good news is it's still early, but
You really need to answer with something here. Another big curve and dirt for ball one.
he loves it. But you can get to it.
Yeah.
Quite a bit, I feel like.
He's got no reason not to at this point. 1-1 the count. He's got a 7-0 lead. Pitch on the way, that's fouled hard to the right side. Strike
You there?
2. Actually, 7-0 lead. If he
I can hear you now.
doesn't throw it over the plate, he's making a mistake. There's nobody
What?
gonna
Can you hear me?
7-run homer unless you put
Yeah, I got you.
people on, 4 people on, 5
Okay,
people on,
so
and it gets
There's a share tablet in that shared thing. I want you to click that, and then it should go.
It becomes an easy game.
On Facebook?
No, on StreamYard.
Some of these guys. that
Yeah,
are-
it says shares, share video file, and share screen.
Yeah. Hit share screen. I don't know why it's not popping out.
First
Alright.
baseman,
That
number
works.
18, Matt Manzuk.
You're gonna, if you don't get it out of there, you're gonna pop it out. Most guys will hit that ball in the air, but some of them will take it out. But there's other guys you don't really need to worry about that with.
That was a good play with shortstop. That's,
It
that's
was.
an easy play with Mike Running. He made that look easy.
Moving to his right, back into the hole there, swinging a miss by Manzuk.
We always talk about, you want your shortstop to be the best athlete. in
Oh, yeah.
school, and I think that's their best
Yeah.
athlete in school, just the way he moves.
Oh, yeah.
Long athletic, and he's got great arm.
You got it?
With it too.
This is really the baseball team swinging back up the middle, and Glass will help himself.
You get
Knocks it down, tosses over. And he took a big hop, looked like it was going to center field, and Glass got his glove up there and kept it in, and he'll get the out.
Yeah, this is a really good team, especially.
Now batting for Plymouth, the pitcher, number 24, Noble Bachman.
So Bachman will be the hitter here. He came in for Tanner Feast, and he'll have his second at bat of the year. Got a chance to pinch hit the other night.
Did you get it
That
now?
one, I don't even think that got over the right-handed or the left.
Yeah, I can see it now, but go share it, the Facebook stuff.
Let it go back to the wall.
Reach back for the baseball. Let's get going.
Can you hear me now?
Ooh, big curveball. He's got
Yeah.
Bachman way out in front to strike. It's one of those nights when you are just.
Okay, so go to the Windows.
Okay.
Yeah, share the Facebook.
Bach gets it into the gap, left center, left fielder
You see it
over,
now?
he'll play it. He'll get there. Exactly.
Oh,
No, I don't. For some reason.
Playing South Central lead 7-0.
And so once again, very quickly, Plymouth 1, 2, 3, we head
Got
to
it now?
the top of the third.
Let's see here. Yeah, I got it now. Just put full screen, and then we got it perfectly.
If I go to that tab, though, I can't see you.
That's fine. Just call the game as you can see it, because I sent you the rosters and everything.
Okay.
Okay,
Oh, no, I'm sorry.
because I just need some like the stream and stuff like that because my Wi-Fi hotspot's a little bit off.
Okay. You just want me to call it?
Okay, here's it. Okay, so just I'll call it. It's just I want you to stream it.
Okay.
If that makes sense. Okay, so put that full screen in there and then go.
Is that good?
That's good.
Now, what do you want me to do?
Okay, so I want you to call it with me. Okay,
All right.
all right.
Back in Bill Nixon Field, Rusty Nixon with Regan Davidson looking for new flooring in the Plymouth area. Artisan flooring on North Beach, Michigan Street.
Newburn currently up here. New pitcher Noble Bachman in the mound for the Plymouth Pilgrims. Sorry, folks, we had a little technical difficulties in the first couple innings because it was a little bit delayed. To our special guest, Robert Carey, here, Harrison Wise on the call as well. And I'm Josh Regan.
Nice to be here.
For sure, absolutely. 7-run lead already, and here in the third for the Satellites.
I don't know which
Good job.
But he's a sophomore.
There's a pitch inside for the ball. Alex Newburn, the hitter. He is the right fielder in the South Central lineup today for Zach Coulter, head coach. Pitch on the way. I was gonna say, I think you got it. That's a better swing than we've had all night. You better call that. Check swing makes it 1-1.
Wow.
Newburn steps back in. Noble Bachman in relief of Tanner Feast. Number 24.
7-0 so far. Great night for if you're a Satellite fan here. No, Harrison, because 7-0 already in the third with Newburn
They're
coming back.
definitely taking this game out there, and they don't turn it around soon. This will be a blowout.
That looks a little faster. Ooh.
It could be an absolute blowout here.
Outside the ball,
And
it's a 3-1 here.
Not Nixton Field here in Plymouth.
Nobody out. Newburn leading off the top of the third. Pitch on the way. That gets away from the catcher back to the screen, and now you better hurry up because they will just keep going. Stops at first.
And there's a walk here.
Not bad for South
Bring
Central.
up Zach
Left fielder, number 12, Zach Hanchop.
Penshire steps in after the walk.
You hope that you can
Runner at
get
first
straight.
here in the third inning, top of the third.
Right out. He looks like he's ready to run right now. Pitch on the way. He won't. Hard shot down the third base
Hampshire.
line. Acre can't catch it. It'll go down the line.
Had a base hit in the last
Newburn
inning, maybe
third
foreshadowing
base.
here with the
Slow
base
down.
hit. Runners at first and second.
Second, so double. Was runners at second and third.
Second and third here after the double.
Center fielder, number 23.
Yeah, solid hit there. Maybe that's just what they needed to get something going.
Number 2.
Just something to get even more of.
Hey, look.
Maybe they can even 5-run rule here. The Pilgrims here. Runners at the corners here, getting something going with Young.
Line drive, Preston Wolf picks it up on the short hop, throws it to first for the out, but the runner at third scores.
And Newburn double slides into home here, but he's still safe. 8-0 here, Satellites.
First baseman, number 8,
What a play there.
Tommy Sullivan.
What a play there, Harrison. Did you like the double slide there? I mean, it's kind of an interesting kind of slide technique there for Newburn.
Yeah, good technique there. Not something we see a lot. That's from the younger guys. I like seeing that.
Absolutely.
That's shocking. Runner at third now. Tommy Sullivan steps in. He's walked twice. Noble Bachman in relief of Tanner
Sullivan's
Feast.
walked twice here.
Curveball stays up.
Very great
1-1.
hitter.
Sullivan, number 2 hitter in the order. He's
Very
the first
patient
baseman.
here. Dangerous, Mr. Tommy Sullivan.
Infield is in. Bachman, pitch on the way. Curveball stays in for a ball. 2-1. Well, everything you've done right for 2 games, you're not doing right.
Completely flipped.
Yeah.
I'm not sure what the deal was today, but it just did not come way to play.
Curveball hit on the ground to Acre. He's going to go to first. Yeah, the runner took off instantly.
He has the runner here, dead and rights, but he takes the shirt out, I guess, at first.
Number 3,
9-0.
Jacob.
Making it 9-0.
No, that was good RBI there. Just getting something on the ground, allowed the guy to get in there and slide in. Easy point right there.
Easy money, easy. It's just easy here for Satellites so far. It flipped on a script from last year.
Curveball is outside for the ball. Jacob Bowman, like he has.
Curveball's just a little bit outside on that one.
Now it's 9-0. Bachman. I think he got one he liked. Now he's ready to go. Pitch on the way. Swing and a miss. Out in front of that.
Bachman with the windup here after giving a couple runs here and a swing and a miss by Ullman.
In the third, cross already. It is 9-0. Bachman ready. Pitch on the way. That one in the dirt outside for a ball. 2-1. Bachman in his second inning relief here of Tanner Feast.
Bachman currently
Everybody had a
in
rough
this
start.
windup here.
People on the field, catcher, the shortstop, the right fielder. I mean, there's enough to go around.
It's equally spread. It's not something you expect to see. A team that's full of juniors and seniors.
Stretch by Bachman, pitch on the way. That one in the dirt, gets away from Derafield. He'll find it over by the dugout.
Another walk here
And
from
that's ball
Bachman.
four, another walk. That'll bring up Bryce Glissick, who struck out his last time. Rounded
For
out
you
his
and
first.
Harrison, fans at home, I'm fortunate what's about to happen.
Bryson, listen.
He's been around this game as long as I have. There's nights. You know,
It's just
no matter how good you are, it just nothing seems to, and it all that feels uncomfortable.
You're exactly right.
So, Harrison,
Anybody.
what do you think so far?
That one hit deep down the right.
So far, there's
line. Sheely
Not
running
much going
right.
on. I mean, there's a blowout going on so far, 9-0. We can't turn it around soon. This game could be over quick, and a lot of people are going to be going home.
Last time he was up, he's trying to drive one.
Yeah, I mean,
He's aboard
for sure.
Bradley Farrell.
Glissick with a double here to add to South Central's lead.
They're just throwing
Nothing.
gasoline on the fire right now.
There absolutely are, Harrison. Absolutely. Salads are definitely
Halfway at home.
wheeling and dealing.
Yeah, he was running third. I think he was off with a crack. He was trucking. First pitch strike to Farrell, another left-hander. 2 outs, 10-0. South Central the lead. Bachman ready, pitch on the way. That one in the dirt. Yeah, Deerfield. Not sure if him or the umpire stopped that one going to the screen, but it stayed there. And so Glissick will remain at second. Farrell will get another
Glissick
pitch.
at second here. Farrell, the Kentucky commit already here as a sophomore, getting ready for the batter's box. 1 for 2 so far in Young Day.
That one gets away from Deerfield. Holds a little bit over to the right. Runner will hold. It's 2-1.
And good stop there. That
He
was
singled his last time.
a fastball and an easy run to third base.
He gets left-handed too.
Very easy.
High fly up in the air. It's going to be back towards the screen. Deerfield has a play. He can't make it. Standing under it, but he couldn't glove it. So off the glove, and it's
That's a skyrocketed high fly.
way up
The
there.
catcher just out of his reaches there.
The weather, the cold.
Great effort.
Farrell
though.
gets another chance here. Great effort, but Farrell gets another chance at this one.
No,
That's an issue.
that is a
That's a big issue.
major issue.
It's just-
Curveball hit towards the shortstop. Widener will pick it up. He'll throw it across, not in time. Runner at third, Glissick is kind of caught up over there, and then Matt Mansell tries to get it, throws it down the left field line, and so Glissick will come across. And that didn't even have. He didn't have
And he
control of
beats
that
it
with left his hand.
safe
Spiked
for
it.
Farrell.
Pass ball at third, running down to the home plate. Easy another run. That's 10-0.
Andrew.
Gotta give
Face
Farrell a
off.
hit.
Yep. That was just beat out.
Like hit for him on the ground ball to Widener.
11-0 so
now,
far here,
runner at first
Harrison.
is
Our
Farrell.
satellites are
And
cooking here
Quasar steps in,
in the
fastball,
dangerous skies that look here in beautiful Plymouth,
Quasar hit by a
Indiana.
pitch, struck out.
Yeah, he fouled it.
Strike one on
Plymouth High School doesn't start to turn something around. It'll be a quiet ride home for those guys.
2 outs here in the
Quiet home,
top of the
or
third.
Oh,
Step off.
To be honest with you.
First and second. Farrell has to go back. That's what we were talking about the other night with the first and third. It was just a walk-off. And step back first. So that's good. Mercifully and that in it. So 3 in the first, 4 in the second, 4 more here in the
what do you think
third.
about that play, Harrison? Seems like Farrell is a little bit too eager on that one.
Yeah, I think he just
Got
got
his
ahead
hand
of
in the
himself.
cookie jar.
Just got ahead of
Had
himself.
himself a little bit.
Yep. Just be a little bit more
Absolutely.
patient next time.
For sure. But so far, what have you seen so far, Harrison? Coming in a little bit after your golf practice here, what have you seen from the Satellites that they probably have a pretty good season ahead of us?
Overall, what a strong team. Solid looking roster. A lot of experienced players. I'm seeing a lot of potential here, and if they can keep this up, they should be able to make a deep run into the postseason.
Absolutely. It might be a state title in their way here.
I agree.
And we got a couple games coming up that are very much on the schedule that we're looking forward to. Morgan Township on Monday, first PCC game for these Satellites. Currently 2-0. Maybe move to 3-0 after this game. But Grass is pitching one heck of a ball game here so far in this dangerous Pilgrim lineup as well. Against New Haven, Pilgrim scored 20-0. Just having a rough day here in Plymouth.
Sitting here and thinking, at this point, just hope everybody gets the hit before the game's over. Because we have gone one.
Leading off the Nixton Pilgrims, designated hitter, number 15,
Just to show
Boston.
you how good a night
Turkey
Grass is
pie.
having. He's in his third inning. He's thrown 19 pitches. 15
Berkeley Pyle
pitches.
currently in the batter's box after
Just to give you some background. I don't know what this is about either. Okay, he was in the middle of throwing a pitch, and the umpire stopped him.
Your first base, I'm scared on the show.
Evidently.
stops him. Maybe it's a weather situation.
I hate to see it. Here's a pitch on the way.
Something you don't see often there. They're kind of ruining the momentum of the pitcher.
Absolutely. Do you think it's weather related, Harrison?
I think it could be. It looks a little overcast. Maybe it could be some lightning in the area.
For sure. As a golfer, kind of baseball and golf, two sports that really need a good day of weather, right?
Exactly.
Okay. So, counts
Never
currently.
Absolutely.
Absolutely.
It's never worth risking your lives to play that.
Absolutely, Harrison. Absolutely. They're starting to get another pitcher warmed up in the bullpen here for Satellites to kind of save Grass's arm for future games coming up.
Yeah, he's trying.
Yeah, with a blowout like this, there's no point in risking an injury here. He can just kind of relax, take it easy. Let's get a second string in here.
I think that's
Him off.
the question here was to get something up there. So if it didn't hit the batter, it had to hit the bat.
They're discussing stuff here Did they hit the bats? Did they hit the batter? I don't know what's going on. But Grass is doing a skip and a loo here on the mound after kind of finding out that they could be a hit ball batsman here.
Yeah, I'm not sure what's going on, and I don't think any of the players are either.
No, for sure. But they go back into it. Grass in the windup.
Here is a stretch and a pitch on the way. That's a curveball for a strike. Oh, it was a ball. Okay, there we go. Now we know. 2-2.
2-2 currently. It's just the ball.
First hitter here in the third.
Everybody.
I think everybody's a little bit comfortable right now. Pitch on the way. That's up and in for a ball.
Just misses the inside corner on that one.
That one was an interesting exchange. That was an interesting couple of pitches. You almost heard your pitcher, then you got that one's in the dirt, blowing away. Finally walked somebody. Bricky piled to first base. Yeah, I always used to tell them.
Count 3-2 here, Harrison.
Ball anyway. Just do not
Ooh,
stop.
down in the dirt, and that's going to walk the base.
There's so many ways you can get hurt.
Yeah, that's going to be a walk at first.
Number 14, Nate Deerfield.
Deerfield steps into the batter's box for Plymouth here. The skies look very menacing here in Plymouth, Indiana.
I'd be happy with that. He gets it fouled to the right side, so.
Grass goes into the windup.
First pitch slinging. 11-0 to score. South Central ahead.
And that could be a car bound here,
Yeah.
Harrison.
Let's hope not.
He's true to form. He'll come up with a fastball.
Let's hope not.
Yeah. Stretch.
Underneath the hands.
John Way, fastball up, but it wasn't on the hands. Field swings and misses, so it's strike two. Throw down at first, bring it foul. Back
Oh.
easily.
Harrison,
See some bullpen.
that's a strike up and just a little bit out of his reach there.
Almost a great play right there.
Almost.
That'll keep you on
What
your toes. for
pitch-
that play.
Absolutely. So what pitch do you think he's going to throw on this one?
I think a two-seam fastball right down the middle.
Right down the middle to get kind of into kind of the groove here.
Yes, sir.
Whitener.
There it is, right there.
And he is gone, especially after Harrison just kind of pointed out the fastball right down the gut here.
That's what I'm telling you. You don't have to throw over, but you're in first pitch curveball, right? Sometimes it depends on who you got.
The way this game's going, what are we seeing for Plymouth the rest of the year?
Honestly, I think it's just a bad game for Plymouth. The previous games, they've been dominating. Okay.
Really?
It's just, just a little bit off this game against our satellites here. But I could see probably a nice little record here. Not what they were initially thinking of when they had that 2-0 start of the season.
People have gotten wise to it over the years, and they do whatever they can to fix it, ball high and whatever. So a guy will get down there and just count. From the minute the guy's hands come set, they'll count until the lip. And you I got a guy that got one lefty. He comes set, 1, 2, throw every single time. Nobody can figure out why everybody was stealing second. Left hand.
And a swing and a miss here.
They figured it out. So it comes set, you wait 2 seconds and you throw every single time. Somebody figures that out eventually.
And another swing and a miss on this one. 2-0.
So we got. I missed something there. Two. Pitch on the way. Boy, that one. Grass wants it. I don't blame him. That was close. That was a tough take, but the walk. So 2 aboard. Walks. Bricky Pile at second.
2 aboard,
White at first.
Harrison. How far do you think that was off the plate there?
That one was too far off, and you could tell the pitcher was upset about that one with another walk. Batter on first and second. You're looking at a little rally going on right here if we get a base hit.
Absolutely.
Look the runner back, pitch on the way, in the dirt. Quasar with a good stop there to hold the runners on at second and first. And it's 1-0
Runners at first and second here. And the pitching coach comes in, Coach Farrell, trying to kind of.
That'll be the first time I've ever seen a guy take it out of a game with a no-hitter. A no-hitter and 30 pitches.
I wonder if this is his first start.
Well, it's only a sophomore, too. So.
Pitcher coming in.
I think they're buying time. The kid has a no-hitter currently going on, but location isn't
I wouldn't.
grooving right now.
I agree.
It's third
I
inning.
mentioned that the Pure League Baseball is having an in-person registration tomorrow at the Coffee Lodge from 1 to 5. So if you haven't signed up yet for Blue Junior Baseball, 1 to 5 tomorrow at the Coffee Lodge. Pitch on the way. Ball outside.
It's just outside a little bit here again. Breaking ball just breaks a little bit too much outside. You're going to see it in a second.
Out of handcuffs here.
He keeps throwing that outside pitch for these right-handers. I think he's just trying to get him to.
2-1.
I think so. I think he tries getting in.
Runners at first and second.
Honestly, that might be your put-out pitch, not your starter.
I think so.
Pitch on the way inside. So 3-1.
3-1 now, Harrison. He's starting to lose his location a little bit here with a dangerous lineup in the programs here.
It's a big pitch coming up. We need to see what he's got.
All four. Ball 3.
Next up for Plymouth, center fielder, number 12, Brady Pittman.
Gotta be honest with you.
Bases are a Bonds-like level here, and Pittman comes into play here.
You walk 3 guys in a row with an 11-run lead.
11-run lead here. 3 people on base here.
Pitch by Grass, pitch on the way, fouled it back.
So what things do
And it is strike one.
Brandon Grass needs to do to get out of this inning with limited damage here?
No doubt.
You know, I don't think it's a bad thing to let him get the bat on the ball and just get a couple ground outs. I mean, just keep it low to the ground. Don't get anything up in the air where they can get it over the fence. We just pick up and pop 5. I think that'd be perfect. Get us out a couple pitches, we'd be good to go.
Absolutely. Especially since everyone is on base. It's a Bonds-like level. So every
Good chance
force,
for a double
every
play
base is
here.
a force. Absolutely a great chance for a double play here.
Hit it over the second baseman's head. That's what you're trying to do. Pitch on the way. That one in the dirt outside. Runners will hold. Nice job by Quasar. Keep that in front of him and save the run. 11-0 to score. I think I feel like this.
Run in the dirt here.
Last inning, he probably was on pitch count anyway. Stretch, pitch on the way. That one high.
We got home Monday.
He's struggling right now.
Grass, after an amazing first 3 innings, is kind of struggling a little bit here.
Yeah.
Third.
He needs to get some momentum back and turn things around.
Ball hit.
There's the grounder.
Should be 2. Farrell from 1 to second.
And he just flips it in, a little fancy like.
That one a little faster. Farrell just flipped it in the air with his glove. He'd taken it himself. He probably would have had himself play. Fielder's choice gets the out.
Fielder's choice here.
Now batting for Plymouth, third baseman, number 11, Skyler Aker.
So Aker will step in with runners on the corner. And in 2-way.
We're trying to figure out how she only got from middle town.
He's not calling it out. Take it back.
Getting it well, Brady Pittman off to the races. And he will be safe from the, I don't know what they do with that. No contest, I guess. I don't
That's why I call it still red, they decide not to pull them on.
Exactly. Yeah.
Defensive indifference.
Take it.
He's at second, pitch inside, nothing. It's 2-0.
I mean, I'm not sure if I would necessarily what I would do if I was us, that's for sure. You take away the force out of it, most of the time.
You wanna know something else? What I would be thinking of, if I'm ahead 11-1, I'm working on my first and third play.
Yeah.
Cause you got nothing to lose. You got a game situation that you can work on.
11-1 here. Currently here, Harrison. The Skies, man, they're not looking too good here.
No, this game might be over quicker than the Satellites were about to put out the Plymouth. But nothing happened with the weather.
It's now 2-2.
Absolutely.
Once again, I'm thinking weird.
No, I'm be honest, that's.
Why wouldn't you go ahead and work on a play?
And that is fouled back here
It just happens.
in Nixton
Yeah.
Field.
And it's difficult.
It just looks a little out of his rhythm to me. These younger guys, you don't always know. Take your time. Sometimes you just gotta breathe and realize that the game's under your control. As a pitcher, just like that, I mean, he can throw one pitch like that and innings over.
Two strikes.
Usually he's the one that really, so.
Video opting for South Central.
Yeah,
The catcher, number 16, Andrew
So,
Wierse.
hasn't been the case, but, you know, it's also first time of the year,
Neither pitcher was helped by 6 Plymouth errors,
and,
but the walks also have mounted up here. And Bachman ready to go. And Drew Quasar, the catcher, steps in. Pitch on the way, that one up for a ball.
Wazar steps in
I
here.
tell you.
Bachman with the throw.
yeah, I was just thinking the same thing. It's a one game kind of
Right.
hope thing, but you know, this team's still kind of an enigma to me. You know,
Yeah.
kind of slow roller.
Shot down the third.
Slow roller.
Will be fouled.
But you know, it's a big game at half now. It just, you know, what do you you know, you find success with one.
Ooh, bad on ball and
Sure.
Don't know where I see this team in 20 games. The rest of I can honestly see them winning 6 or 7 games.
Well, with the schedule
The
you've
schedule
got,
they play.
you don't get a break.
I just it's
Satellites look eager to add to their lead.
Boy, he stayed back on that curve.
Absolutely.
It wasn't a bad pitch, and it goes all the way out to the 360 side by Wierse. He just kept his hands back, didn't give up on it, and squared it up.
Quasar squared that one up. Just missing a home run on that one.
Ward.
He's rounding. Oh, holds on to second. And a good double
Holds on
there.
second.
That's exactly what they were looking for.
Absolutely, Harrison. Colin Ware steps in the play here.
You got a rotation with your pitching staff. You're going to have different guys at different spots in the defense court.
Yeah, that's
Yeah, if you leave, if you lose all.
Pickoff attempt. You're going to see in a second. Harrison and the viewers at home is a no-go.
This one, I don't know what you take away.
I don't either.
On the inside.
Because everybody you've seen here tonight is better than the way they play. I mean, much less than the way they play. Strike by.
The worst thing about it is basically usually it's you move on to the next day. Unfortunately, tomorrow it's canceled. So you
Exactly.
kind of got to sit with this on this one for the weekend, and it's not a good feeling.
That's not what you want to do. And, you know, that was the thing. Back when Tony and I were coaching, when we were happy in May, because if you had a bad outing, you were back on the field the next day.
Yeah.
You had a lot of games bunched up there. I don't know.
Just a little bit outside there.
Interesting dilemma as to how you handle it in practice, because you know you can do the things you haven't done. Ground ball third acre. It takes too long to throw it, throws it away down the right field line. Another run will come across, the runner will go to second on the throwing mirror, and it is 12-1. Like that one.
And the throw is just a little bit out of the first baseman's area code.
And another run scored.
Get back into it, 'cause I mean, don't get me wrong, these guys are good, but they're also not Michelle Walker.
Well, they're not. Yeah, they're not 12-1 over us good. I mean, they're good, but this is
12-1 here in the fourth.
They look almost unbeatable the way they're playing right now. 12-1, the score. Plymouth trails this one in the fourth. Bachman ready. His pitch on the way. That one right down the middle for a strike. 1-1. Okay.
Colton Bennett currently in the batter's box. Satellites.
That one in the dirt. There's
2-0 currently.
It gets away from the catcher.
There, Harrison.
Run will go to third.
Plymouth is
Yeah, that one.
they're scrambling right now. Oh, and a pass ball. This could be another run scored. He's gonna hold up on
Nobody
third.
feels comfortable tonight. It's just one of those nights.
Absolutely.
3-0 count.
Just one of those nights, but
And Alex
it just
Newberg
looks
will step back
hard for the Pilgrims so
3-0
far.
count, I guess.
And it looks easy for the Satellites.
Go with that.
Absolutely.
12-1 the score. Stretch by Bachman. Pitch on the way. That one.
I really thought he was going ball.
Yeah, this is becoming interesting. So it's 12-1.
That's a very kind of
Pitch on the way.
questionable
Foul
there,
ball down the
but
right
still
side.
12-1 here.
It's 3-2. There's nobody out runner at third. Gavin Gross, Alex Newberg, right fielder, trying to bring him home for run number 13.
He took a long swing at that one, trying to get all of it.
Bachman ready to go.
Absolutely all of it there.
Pitch on the way. Swing and a miss, pulls the string on it. And I wonder if that's a strike. Apparently, he's going back to the dugout, so I feel comfortable going that one. A strikeout swing.
Now batting for South Central, left fielder.
One away,
Zach
12-1 the
Henshaw.
score.
And that's the strikeout. That
Runner holds up at third. Zach
And a
Henshaw.
rare
Hampshire
strikeout.
steps in after the Bennett strikeout. And
That tells you something. The swing and a miss on that changeup, strike one. Henshaw has a 2-for-2 night. He's their
the
number
real
9
question
hitter.
is, how's the golf course in North Carolina there,
What we
Harrison?
had was a no doubter too.
Yeah, courses are nice. The weather's warm here, about 80 degrees today. So
Bottom curveball. Get like a shot.
That must be nice. Here in Indiana, it's about a good 40 degrees outside.
yeah, the weather is definitely warming up here, and courses are turning green. So it's getting good.
And absolutely good.
Do you want a base runner?
You want a base runner.
Runner on third here.
Turn over to the top of the lineup. So just because you're hitting them, doesn't mean you're
Right. Well, I think back in the day, we had Derek Birchmeyer led our team in home runs, hit out of the
Yeah.
9-hole.
I know when I played Benji was
Yeah.
great. And then next year, you kind of use your 9-hole guys like maybe a younger guy who's not ready to have that leadoff spot.
Right.
They'll probably
Yep.
help him up to that leadoff spot.
Last pitch was
Well,
in
we
the
always
dirt.
just
Sorry,
find
ladies and
the
gentlemen.
best
I
fastball hitter.
kind of accidentally hit the camera.
Stick them in that 9 spot because what do you think it was your
You're
pitcher?
getting
Get ahead of him, throw him a fastball.
Yeah.
Well, then it comes zipping past your ear, and it's like, well, maybe that wasn't the right approach. 2-2 the count. Pitch on the way. Bachman has that
2-2
one.
currently.
Gap in right center. Shealy running. He's not going to get there, and it'll drop for a double, and the runner will score. So now it's 13. And you're having a pretty good
Hampshire with a deep fly ball here, going slicing right through the two outfielders here for a double.
Another run scored right in the gap.
Right in the gap, my friend. 13-1 so far.
And grounded out. 13-1. Fourth inning. You know, this is the kind of game they had when they came over here last year. They returned the favor. That one's hit hard to right over the head of Shealy. Oh, he's going to run it down. Good job by Michael. His speed is what got that one.
You're gonna say
Young, currently in the batter's box, drives it out, but Shealy makes one heck of a catch here. Runs it down. A very bright spot here in a gloomy, cold day here in Plymouth, Indiana.
Well, to his defense, a little bit at least, is that's the first time he's been out there this year, and he hasn't played a lot of outfield in the past.
And Sullivan comes into
Outside,
here.
He's a guy that has, you got to have his bat in the lineup.
Yeah.
So you got to figure out where he's going to play best.
So Harrison Sullivan is very dangerous batter just from getting on base.
Yeah, very
patient.
very experienced batter, and I wouldn't be surprised if we saw a home run right here.
Absolutely. After the 2 walks here from Sullivan, a sophomore who started as a freshman last
The
year.
only thing you've got set here is your middle with Pittman, and I imagine Shiloh he's going to play. But once again, where is he going to play?
2 strikes currently here on Sullivan.
There's a bunch of guys like that.
After the swing and miss.
Boston's shown that he can swing it. 1-2 count. Bachman on the way. Changes speeds a little bit, gets him to swing, so a second strikeout. That will end that inning. So we will head to the bottom half of number 4. Plymouth trails it 13-1.
And the swing and a miss on the curveball here. On the changeup here. It changes it up on Sullivan a little bit. I think, Harrison, we gave him the jinx here a little bit.
I think we did. The
It is 13-1 South Central. As we suspected, we have a new pitcher. It's going to be Marshall Show. And he's a sophomore as well.
A very young, experienced team for the Satellites, because he's a sophomore as well. Harrison, I mean, you're looking down this lineup, and you're going to be good for a while.
Yeah, they've got a lot of experience already, and they got a lot of time left to get better and build a lot of chemistry together, which I think is the biggest thing for a team to be successful.
Absolutely. And when you have your star already committed to University of Kentucky, I mean,
Exactly.
and you're only a 1A school, beating up on a 4A right now. Wish we could have saw them against Valpo last night. That would have been a very good game in Valparaiso, Indiana. The way the Satellites are playing, maybe it was a good thing the game got rained out for the Vikings.
I think that would have been similar to the way this game's going, and would have been a quick lead for the Satellites.
Right fielder, number 17, Michael.
Absolutely.
You're trying here at 13-1.
Sheely currently up the bat.
I'm Michael. I just want to square one up. I want to have a good at bat. I want to make sure that my swing mechanics are good, but I feel comfortable. Get a base runner and see if you can chip away, but at the same time, it's about working on all kinds of other stuff. This one will in for a ball.
Just a ball currently here after
You're in the
1-0.
There's a fastball right there for a strike. Not a ton of velocity to show right now.
Not a ton of velocity, but some good movement.
That one's hit hard to the right side. That's what I'm talking about. He even didn't get it.
Strike on this
Ball
one.
gets by the right fielder, he'll run it down quickly. It's not one of those you're going to try to stretch it on a day like this because you can't have people getting out. You got to get your act.
And Schoaf with a base hit on here.
Matt Manzuk.
Manzuk steps in. Do you think the Pilgrims can kind of get a little bit of a rally going here?
So it seems like
In this
that's
game.
what they need to do, and there's not much time left. So if Matt can get a hit here, I think they should have a little bit of momentum on their side.
Absolutely. They should.
You've got to be really conservative here. Ball one.
Wild pitch there. Good catch by the catcher. Make sure that wasn't a pass ball.
It's high for ball two.
Absolutely.
And if you can chip away, that's even better. Basement. You're exactly right. 6 outs. Pitch on the way. Swing and a miss, man. So right through it. It's 2-1. Not bad cut for 2-0.
No, we'll take that too.
Third baseman open. Keep
A swing and a miss here
pitch on the
after
way. Inside.
all that.
I was always talking.
0 outs here. Runner on first.
It's also taught pitch on the way. Now watch this happen all the time. There's another really good approach. Sheely held up, ball in the air, moderately high, base hit by Manzuk. Once again, like you said, just take it over the second baseman's head.
Yeah, two really good approaches right there. And I think
Another base hit here, Harrison. And it looks like the Pilgrims are starting to kind of get something going here.
Yeah, there's a little momentum on their side, as I was saying earlier, and if they can get a score, like a run batted in right here, I mean, we might have a ball game.
We may have got a couple runs here. Then we'll probably have a ball game here. But right now,
I'm not sure what's hanging down in front of his face there. He had to step out and something on his helmet.
that's all his hair.
He'll come back here. Is that his hair? Is that bad over there?
Batter had to take
What kind
a
of flowers out there, huh?
Palomalo kind of break here because the hair was right in his face.
13-1 the score. Show swing and a miss by Peace.
It does always seem to be bugaboo the lefty once they get to the stretch of them always missing arm side high.
Years ago, Harrison, have you ever had that experience where your hair was in the way of you batting?
I have not. Have you?
Hit into the gap and
Have not,
center.
no.
Another good approach. That's going to be a double. That's Peace will go into second base. And just like that, 2 runs come across and you're chipping away.
But the runners after the double here, it is 13-3.
Berkey Pie.
Yeah, that was coming. Really good swings. So 1 run comes across, runner at third.
13-3 here in the fourth after the double here, Harrison. You're starting to get it cooking a little bit here.
Yeah, they're cooking with peanut oil now, and I mean I think some gasoline's being spread on that fire.
Absolutely. They might need some more to get this back into a ball game, though. But
There was a wildfire on the satellite side, but if Plymouth can get something going, I'll be in for this game.
2 the score.
absolutely.
Peace the second gets his lead.
Just keep putting together, get it to the next guy.
There's another one.
That's another one.
Takes it to right. 1 will score. Peace will
A
come
little
across.
foreshadowing for you guys, but there's a 2-run single here. That's putting it back into contention here for Plymouth.
So 4 in a row. Really good swings.
Really good swings right there.
Pinch hitting for the Gophers.
Really.
Number 10, Brock Jensen.
And here comes a pitching change here very quickly.
Those were all 3
All 3
squared
really squared up.
Yeah, I think it's about time for a pitch and change. Satellites were rolling good until they switched it up. Honestly, if I were them, I would have left the previous pitcher and he get a no-hitter going. I don't think there was any reason to change.
I don't think so either. You have a 4
Good solid swings.
You have a 4/3A possibly school on the ropes. Okay. You have a long schedule next week, but still,
Rob Jensen will step in.
you gotta win today and rest tomorrow.
Exactly.
So South Central pitching struggling the last couple of innings. Choate has had a lot of trouble here.
I mean, not that it isn't still great service.
One on the way, check swing.
Sorry, folks, it froze a little bit there, but Harrison, what do you think the count is currently?
You know, they've got to have a couple strikes on them. So,
Yeah.
I mean, I think there's a good chance that we're going to see a curveball right here just on the inside trying to scare them.
I mean, he was.
Absolutely.
He's not someone who's going to go out and get 15 punch outs.
No.
So you're always going to.
And we saw that, but it just wasn't. It was a hanger.
Just as
Just
a
a little
hanger.
bit.
It didn't curve back in.
Did not curve back into the zone or anything there, Harrison. It just stayed, but it stayed high. Thank goodness, because that could have been drove out as well.
Marshall Schoof, he's not throwing the strikes where they need to be right now, and he just needs to get his head back in the game.
That was the square.
Absolutely.
As a sophomore, I mean, he could he might not be as experienced as other players and stuff, but he still needs to realize there's a
Absolutely.
There's a strike right there that they needed.
Pitch on the way.
Absolutely.
That one off the fist, it's going to drop. So another single. Rock Jensen for the base hit as a pinch hitter. Now Caden White
Picks up the
comes
Gophers.
up and
Shortstop, number 2,
some things are starting to happen.
White.
Another
And
hit off
Jensen-
Marshall.
This, yeah.
Absolutely. Another single. here.
Time
Runners at
somebody
first and
in a
second.
situation like this started racking up some.
You know, if you're the coach, are you taking Marshall Shoof out right now?
I am taking him out, and I'm going to the righty. Okay.
That's what I'm doing too. I'm telling Marshall he can go ride the pine.
That's one of the
Absolutely here.
Don't ever assume anything in this game. Now we're going to have a pitching change. So we'll take a quick break. We'll set that for you. It's 13-4 Plymouth back after this. Or 13-4 South Central back after this.
13-4 currently for South Central.
Play 2.
New pitcher for the Satellites. Number 3, Jacob Owen.
Oman steps on the mound here. Senior. What do you think?
The Satellites. Go ahead.
Harrison, what do you think Oman kind of what's his kind of repertoire? You know,
He's got a good arm from what I've heard, and if he can get that fastball warmed up, I mean, just look at him throwing these pitches.
Absolutely. His breaking stuff looks a little bit kind of the fastball is a little bit wild so far.
Yeah. These the Satellites are almost starting to choke it away like Tiger was this afternoon. So let's see if they can hold on.
Absolutely.
Back at Bill Nixton Field, Rusty Nixon with Regan Davidson. 13-4 our story with pitching change. It's going to be Jacob Owen moving over to third base.
But Oman, this is senior. This could be just kind of showing the Plymouth a little bit, maybe hustling them a little bit here.
Yeah, they could just be throwing some wild balls, trying to scare them to keep them off the plate.
Maybe a little wild thing going around here. A
Exactly.
little Charlie Sheen a little bit here.
Little Charlie Sheen.
A little Charlie Sheen going a little bit here
It's hard.
with Ullman. How fast he's throwing it, and kind of a nice little breaking ball on that last one.
Your approach needs to be you walk up there thinking you have a 3-1 or 2-0 count. You're looking for one pitch, one spot, and not you're taking the whole thing. Whatever you do, you don't need to take a defensive swing here. That one bounces back to the backstop. So
This kind of guy. This must. I mean, I think they just get a video stopper a little bit. They have to be one out. Still down.
He keeps throwing balls like this. You could see a little bit of chainsaw massacre going on here.
in a situation like this,
Absolutely here.
Yeah.
You can see a little skip by Lou here.
Little Freddy Cougar action going on.
A little Jason Forgey a little bit here.
Yes, sir, brother.
Absolutely. Pitter patter. Let's get at her.
3 times through the dugout. There's a swing and foul to the right side.
What's he do after all that? Throws it right down the middle first pitch.
Yeah. Well, of course.
I don't know anything about this game.
Nobody does.
But that was a fly ball after a fast strike one on that one.
No one count. Nobody out. Runners at first and second. Pitch fouls off his foot. That's gonna sting.
That's the one thing I remember from.
And it's 0-2 quickly to Caden Whitener.
Runners at first and second here.
Runner at first is Brock Jensen. He delivered a pinch hit just a moment ago. And then at second is Boston Berkeypile, who roped a 2-run single into right.
So
Pitch on the way, and that's in the gap in left center. It's going to drop. Berkeypile will come around to score. Brock Jensen had to hold up and wait for Berkeypile to get out. Boston was
Brock
waiting to
dropped
make sure
on that one.
absolutely. And that's going to score a couple more.
Numbers, left fielder, number 9, Cam
To be honest,
Riley.
Boston isn't going to run 100 in any track meets, but he did not get a good jump either, simply because he had to wait and see if it was going to drop. And so he will score. And guess what? A double by Widener. Pitch in the dirt.
Score is now 13-6 here. It's starting to get kind of fairly close here.
6 and 7.
Here, Harrison, a little scary close here.
Nobody out.
And they need to get a hold of the
That one
reins.
gets away from the catcher.
Just
Read
make
by
sure they can
Jensen.
keep
He'll
this game
get
under
there.
control and get out of this inning
And
without
another one
opening the
comes
run score.
across, and it's 13-6.
Absolutely. I was kind of foreshadowing by putting an extra score there. After the pass ball is now 13-6.
I know for sure he's going to hit it. So the runner at third, Widener. There's a ball, so it's 3-0. Is that what we got here?
Yes.
I know. Well, zone changes. I think pitch on the way. That's in the dirt. He walks in. So now you have runners.
3-0 currently here.
Center fielder, number 12, Brady.
13-6 the score.
Now do you put in the kid you were warming up
5 runs
just
so
moments
far
ago?
in the fourth.
After your senior is struggling here in a very important game early in the year.
Yes, something to work with here with
I think they have to do it.
I always said if you fall for that, you should be cut immediately.
That hasn't worked since Hannibal tried it against Rome in 460 BC. That goes straight. Oh, very hated that.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I guess
you-
maybe
And
in some situations, the person.
the pickoff, wait for it, Harrison, is a no-go
Closer.
on
He's
that
trying
one.
to keep shyly close to the bag, which is a good idea.
I'm not sure.
I get the emails.
Still down
I get the
7.
summary at the end of the day.
I would be surprised if he runs.
Probably pretty.
Strike there to Pittman on the outside corner. You still, I mean, I know you picked up 5, you're back to 13-6, but I bring my phone charger back. So there he's back.
And
down
a
the
strike on
Still,
the outside corner here.
the time
Good
run is
pitch
still
right there.
6 years
Something that
away.
they needed to kind of calm everything down.
Absolutely.
You're still 7 runs.
You go from
That one in the dirt
potentially
for a ball.
run 5-inning running rule
And that's one,
this
you
ball
know,
club
tight
to
ball game.
possibly losing it very easily
That one
after
catcher, he's moving.
very 4 strong
Take that
innings
chance now.
before this half inning.
Could be 2. Second, they'll hold up. Never get Brady. He's a little too fast for that, but he is hitting into the
Next up, the field room, third baseman, number 11, Skylar
Skylar
Aker.
And Skylar Aker will step in, run scores, 13-7.
13-7 here.
Absolutely. Exactly. Got to have base runners. Nothing happens without base runners. Strike to Aker.
Harrison, 13-7. You got your wish. This is now a ball game so far, and it's going to be very interesting to see the next innings how this all going to develop.
I think it's just going to depend on which team is more experienced and can be patient and not get too anxious.
Absolutely.
1-1.
The Pilgrims woke up in this half of the inning.
You cannot
Exactly.
possibly score a run. You're not on base. Pitch on the way. That one hit hard.
That ball is hit very hard.
And coming in to make the play, Brandon Young on the run. And
You guys are going to find out in a second. You and
Next up,
Harrison,
field room, right fielder, number 17, Michael Shealy.
very hard hit, but right to Young in center field.
Fly ball to center will be out number 2.
I would think maybe here now you can. Yeah, maybe it's kind of got cords for days.
And he will take off. And the throw down. Boy, he enchiladas that a little bit more than I'm sure they like. But he is safe. Brady Pittman, nice throw from Waystar. I didn't either.
Razor throws it down, just misses the tag after base runner runs over the bag a little bit. Safe. Runners in scoring position here. Harrison.
This is a big bat right here.
It's a huge bet. This could be the game right at the moment here.
6 off of that. So you're 13-7. Stretch. Home with the pitch. Definitely a little long way. So it's 2-0. Good hitter, or 2-1. Still some activity down in the bullpen for South Central. That one in the dirt. It goes to 3-1. Good hitters count. Given the runner at second, Plymouth has scored 6 here. In the 4th.
Oh, here.
Owen wanted that. I don't
Now, number first baseman, number 18, Matt Manzuk.
And so now you got runners at first and second. Matt Manzuk coming to play.
Manzuk after the walk here, Harrison, coming up the plate here. Number 18, one of the dangerous hitters for the Pilgrims.
Sheila with a huge lead at first. First baseman playing behind, as he should be. With 2 outs. Stretch the pitch in the dirt for a ball. At this point, you want to give yourself the best angle to make a play. Stretch by Omen, pitch on the way. It's gonna be
Omen just misses that one.
It's going to be a ball
I'm
2.
surprised they haven't said he bordered on balls every
Yeah.
year. I mean, he doesn't. He kind of closes with it. It's
Pitch gets away from the catcher, back to the screen. The runners will move up. So you got 2 runners in scoring position here. A hit would be huge with 2 outs.
yeah, hit here this week. I think they really start putting some game pressure on.
I gotta say,
Another pass ball here, Harrison. How many pass balls have you seen so far from both
At
clubs?
least 4.
At least.
And you got more innings now. Walk to Manzik. He'll go to first base.
2 outs here.
So that will bring up
Big part of the
Number
game.
5,
Tanner
Big,
came
Feast.
into the game a moment ago.
big part now because it's a bonds-like level here, and
So
it's
runners on all the bases now. Tanner
loaded
doubled the last
with 2
time out.
outs.
That would probably
Bases loaded.
Hopefully
And out here can save 4
A
runs.
double will score 1. It'll score 2. They're going to send Manza from first, and he will score. And guess what?
And that is going to make this very interesting here. A 3-run ball game after that double.
Next up for Portland,
Manza
designated hitter,
scores from
number
first
15,
on the first
Boston,
pitch, swinging
Turkey Time.
centerpiece double. And this game has completely changed. 3-run double. By Tanner Feast.
Very much changed the outcome here. Harrison,
Boston Berkey piling ball almost gets away.
We got a ball game now.
we got an absolute ball game now.
More the emotional part of that. To get
As a satellite fan, I am nervous as all get out here. Harrison.
He's not happy with the umpire. He's not happy with performance. He's not happy about a lot of things. So it's going to take his focus.
There's a strike taken all the way. It's Berkey pile. Makes it 3-1. Another good hitter scout.
3-1 currently here in Plymouth.
It's that one down to the
It's not looking that great so far for the Satellites after dominating most of this game.
We need a strike here.
We need an absolute strike here.
And that's what he was thinking was, he thought, here it comes, and then just didn't get out in front of it fast enough. 3-2 pitch on the way. That went up and in. He'll go to first. All 4. So now you have
Not bad for Plymouth.
the
Number
time
10,
run at the
Rock.
plate. What were we talking
Jensen.
about? The time run being about 5 or 6 times through the dugout before we got here.
Tying run comes in after the walkout. The walk.
Pitching coach out.
I think no matter what.
The pitching coach comes in after that. Harrison, what do you say to your senior after giving up? Basically,
I think he's been through a lot as a senior, and he knows what he's doing. I think he's just a little frustrated as teenagers. Their emotions can get a hold of them. So just kind of telling them to take a couple of breaths, realize they're still winning the game, and they need to close it out.
Oh, yeah, exactly.
absolutely. And the night
Exactly.
has started because you could see the lights coming on right now. You know,
1, 2, 3.
the showtime is starting.
Really good.
Exactly.
2 outs. Pitch. Ooh, that's a nice curveball. Jensen kind of backed out of the way.
That was a nice 12-6 at the moment here from Ullman.
Jensen, who pitch hit
You're going to see in a
5
second.
runs ago, is back at the plate. That in the dirt. Catcher can't find it. Peace will get the read. He'll go to third, and Berkey Pile waits to see it. He'll just truck in behind the lead runner. And now you have
And after the ball gets away, Lazar is looking and looking, and the umpire picks him a little bit on that one.
Pitch behind the hitter. That will go to 2-1. That was a great.
Have you ever seen that before, Harrison? Where
I
the
have
umpire?
to.
Absolutely. It's a pretty interesting play there. Nice little pick.
Very interesting.
2-1 on
Very
the way.
interesting.
That one almost hits it in the dirt. Lazar just saved the run. That was a nice play by the catcher. 2-1 the count. What did I say at the beginning? Is any your hit?
Lazar with one heck of a stop on that one
Hit a nice line drive.
to save another run here.
And a walk.
Next up, the Pilgrims, shortstop, number
See
2,
where that's
Gaten
a
Widener.
lot of solid swings, a lot of really good approaches at the plate.
Another walk. Bases are bonds-like level here. Harrison.
There's going to be a lot of it rotating around here.
And still at 2 outs.
Complete command.
We need something to happen here for the Satellites.
It's coming off for them.
Honestly, I could see
13-10. We'll have a pitching change. We'll take a break. We'll be
I
back.
could see Farrell coming into the game here. He needs something.
I think that's the play.
Absolutely. You got to put your best player in the best situation here. Farrell can throw about 92 with his fastball, change, curve, a little bit of a splitter.
Holy cow.
Bradley Farrell currently on the mound here for the Satellites and trying to
New pitcher for the Satellites, number 19, Bradley Farrell.
kind of get back on track here because
They need something to happen.
the Satellites a little bit off orbit at the moment.
Back at Bill Nixon Field, Rusty Nixon and Braden Davidson will be the shortstop.
So, Harrison, what do they need to get back into orbit here? Because they were rolling.
I think they just need a couple solid plays, get their heart rates back down, get back in the batter's box, and hit a couple home runs.
Absolutely. Speaking of great shortstops, Valpo High School's Tycho had one of our best interviews. Go watch it. BYU outfielder Violet is having one of the best softball seasons in recent history in Division I. Go watch that interview here on Regan's Corner. And also go check out Kings of the Courts with our play-by-play broadcaster Harrison Wierse.
It's going to be a tough one.
So Harrison, what's the Masters board?
Yeah, the Masters, Scotty Scheffler is leading right now. I think he's got a 5-shot lead. And number one player in the world as of last week, so kind of something that was expected of him, but he's playing really well right now.
Absolutely.
Like the big news is Tiger Woods coming in, and he's right around 15th on the leaderboard, so he's not out of it. So a lot of people are excited about that as well.
And that's amazing as it is.
It is, yeah.
Almost as amazing as this game so far. We thought it was going to be a 10-run rule here. It turns out to be one heck of a game so far.
You're right.
Now, let's see if young Farrell can kind of put that satellite back in orbit.
Second pitch, fastball.
Good strike right there.
Absolutely. Count 1-0.
He's going to bring it as soon as you step in. Widener does. Now he's going to stop, hold a little bit, set, pitch on the way. Another fastball running towards the shortstop. Widener with some speed. He's going to beat it out and base hit. I was thinking as your shortstop came in, Omen hasn't played there the whole game. And
Number 9.
The ball eats him up. Same story, same inning here for the Satellites. Yes, for sure.
I'd have had a nickel for all the times I heard that.
He definitely is that.
And that one hit down the right side, just
foul on that.
Shively. That would have been really something. Rod Jensen second is the time run. So you're looking at Cam Shively.
The way this inning's going, Harrison, you might want to take.
Second baseman. Oh boy! That something came up and tripped. He's going to come to the dugout.
South Central 13, Plymouth 11.
Zach Hanchar puts it away to end that inning.
Hampshire puts it away here, but he comes up hobbling after slipping in the grass.
Let's hope he's all right.
Absolutely. But it was a great play there. And they're putting back Glisick here, trying to get something to go in the top of the 5th inning. Harrison, take over because I'm about to get a drink.
I got you.
You got me. Let's go.
Yeah, we've got a great game going on here where Satellites are playing Plymouth. Plymouth is heavily favored. Started out very slow. It was at 10-0 at one point. Satellites were winning. Plymouth has brought it all the way back and within a couple runs now. And we got ourselves a ball game.
Let's go.
Plymouth is warming up on the field in the red. Satellites are in the blue.
Back in Bill Nixton Field, Rusty Nixon with Regan Davidson.
Cam Shively.
First time.
Plymouth is just warming up, getting ready for this inning to start. And Satellites can get a couple of hits. This game could be put out pretty early, but we will just have to wait and see because the momentum is definitely on Plymouth's side. So we won't really know what's going to happen. If Satellites get up there, if they get a couple of hits, we could have a new ball game.
Guess what? He doubles off a couple of runs, a couple of runs here and there, and it's a completely new ball game. 13-11 the score. 13 games. Yes, Shealy will go over to the left. He's staying right. And go down now is Ken Shively. This is a guy last year that was a mystery to me. I am too, because he has really live stuff. It just goes never faster. More confident.
Leading off the inning for the Satellites, number 3, Jacob Omer.
See what he can do at least, because like I said, last year, he was just, you could tell, he had.
Satellites getting up to bat again, number 3.
Really, really good.
And he's had a couple hits so far this game, so let's see what he can do right now.
13-11, Shively's first pitch. It's fastball, but a little bit away for ball.
3, 4, 5 here. Is that what we're-
Jacob Owen, yeah. Bryce Blissey, Bradley Farrell, first 3 hitters against him. Fastball took a little something off of it that time.
Fastball down the dirt.
That's something people don't talk about. I mean, if you try to throw as hard as you can, every time you throw it, it flattens out. You're not going to get any movement.
Yeah.
Pitch on the way. Holds the string, gets him on front, strike 2.
It just kind of depends on what.
Second strike right there. See what they got. Third pitch coming up.
Pitch on the way. That one stays up for ball.
See, I know for me, I can never not throw anything less than like 100%. I always backs up for it.
Yeah.
Other guys like to go 85, 80. It's like, well, what is 85 and 80? You know, I don't.
That one tripled up the middle. Wolf will pick it up, throws to first. That's an easy one. 1 out. I used to tell guys to try to throw
Designated hitter.
85, 90%,
Number 7,
just simply
Bryson.
because you do seem flat.
Listen.
Yeah.
If you try to throw it as hard as you can, it comes in straight as a string. There are times when you want that.
So as far as I can do.
Better not miss your spot if you do that.
Yeah.
1 out, Blissett get the plate. You had some other stuff to go with it too. It wasn't just the fastball.
Right.
Pitch outside for a ball. Once again, that
Number 7, Bryce Blissett up at the plate.
3 pitches for a strike.
Senior here at Plymouth, or senior at South Central.
Swing and a miss.
I wish.
A lot better.
Yeah. Big old Glissick
A lot
getting
more
back
fun.
into the game after
1-1 to count,
everything.
1 out.
that kind of happened.
Pitch by Shively, fouled straight back, and he's not happy. That was the one he wanted. I don't know. That was clear up in his eyes. He got
Okay,
a
Harrison,
nice rip at
do you-
it, though.
What have I missed so far?
We had one batter strikeout, and that was it.
It was outside a little bit.
Okay.
It's a ball.
Harrison, take us home, take us away here, and I'll be your play-by-play guy.
Perfect. We got Bryce Blissett up at the plate, big old left-hander, senior at South Central High School, trying to get a little rally started here.
Absolutely, he's trying to get a little rally started here after that top of the half inning here, bottom of the half inning.
On the way. He hits that one right at
He's waiting on a good pitch. I can tell he wants something here.
Preston almost throws it away. Man's a good, nice job to stay on the base there. There are 2 outs.
Gets the bat on the ball. He's headed to first.
Bradley Farrell.
Yes.
And he's out.
He's out. They almost threw it away on that one,
Almost.
but almost only counts in horseshoes. Now Bradley Farrell steps into the bat.
Yep. Exactly right. And having played second base, that isn't, those spinners are not real easy to make sure you get. That one hits top down the right side. Okay, Shiloh threw it well. Mixing his pitches. This is a really good sign. Win or lose here, you've seen a couple of things. You've seen you got a couple of guys you can bring off the bench and swing the bat. You have some mental toughness to not just leave the ballpark at 13-1.
What bright spot can you talk about both teams here, Harrison?
So Shively trying to get out of
I
this.
think we can talk about the Satellites in the beginning, how they were offensively getting to a hot start, but now it's kind of switched with Plymouth. So I think both teams have the potential to be on fire offensively, but they just have to match it.
What they came up.
Just have to play a full game throughout the game.
Exactly.
Yep, it was, and he throws it. Exactly right. Curveball freezes the hitter. He strikes out looking. So that will end inning number 5. And we go to the bottom.
And
half.
he is
It's
gone.
13-11 South Central. Late two.
He is gone after that one. 13-11 South Central currently. So Harrison, talking to your young star pitcher here, after just looking on that strikeout, what do you say, or do you not say anything to him and just let him be?
I think I'm going to let him go and see what he's got, see how strong he is mentally, and if he starts to fumble, maybe I'll put in a new pitcher and he'll have to learn his lesson.
Absolutely. But the senior Wierse has done a heck of a job catching so far. So right now, he's the leading candidate for game ball here in the young season.
Back at Bill Nixon Field, Rusty Nixon and Regan Davidson. It is 13-11. Satellites of South Central with the lead. Well, that's been a long time ago time-wise. You know, you tell your team to chip away. Normally, that doesn't mean 10 runs. I think we'll take that one.
So, Harrison, what do you think of the chip away job that he's?
I think it just shows the talent on Plymouth and how they didn't get too nervous. They didn't rush. They stayed in themselves and knew they were going to get some runs eventually and then let it come to them.
Absolutely. They're lumberjacking out there and just absolutely hitting the cover off the ball.
Exactly.
Since the third inning. That fourth inning was a very good inning for them. Let's see if the Satellites can get back on track here in this bottom of the fifth inning.
He hit third in that inning. He couldn't take him out of there, so he has had no more chance to warm up almost than he did before.
We are being the number 12, Brady. Pittman.
It also is tough to find the strike zone. Well, he had a lot of trouble there as he throws it right by Pittman for strike one.
See if he goes on that was a curveball.
And he throws it right past Pittman on that one.
Well, I'd be surprised if we saw anything else.
They're lucky no one was on base. That could have easily been on base.
Absolutely. Pass ball in that one could have been very easily.
Right on his hands. 1-1. That was right on his hands with the fastball. You know, you mentioned it earlier. This team is enormously well coached. They do everything fundamentally well, South Central. So, you know, that's
right on his hands there. High fastball. That's pretty hard to lay off on that one there, Harrison. That's probably his batter did on.
It is. It looks good coming down, but it'll curve right off you if you're not careful.
Absolutely.
3-1 count. Nobody out here. Pittman trying to get aboard. And he'll take that one for ball 4.
And
that's what I meant about not getting a chance to warm up.
Farrell committed the 12th.
I was going to say, the strike
What are the 12 cents? Walking the leadoff man.
With a conservative lead, they'll throw over anyway. He's back easily. Said I think if Brady was running, he'd had another step and a half, if not more. He's really tied to that base now. He's got a step closer. Acre ready, pitch on the way. That one a fastball right there for a strike.
Okay, Harrison, take over because it's a little bit delayed on my end.
Okay.
Pittman again was very conservative.
Strike right down the middle.
Fastball right in the same exact spot, strike 2.
Absolutely, strike down the middle. Firing in with the runner on first there, Harrison.
does it again.
0-2 count.
Ever since the starting pitcher has come out, Satellites just haven't looked the same defensively.
Absolutely. They just haven't looked the same way. Grass had one heck of a kind of start here. Farrell, he can be kind of cold and hot at the same time.
Oh, and a pass ball.
When he's on there.
Exactly.
And the pass ball, you speak to it. Okay. So
Pitch on the way. That one in the dirt. Satellites 2-2.
And that's just kind of how the game's going for the Satellites right now with that pass ball.
Second is Pittman. It's 13.
Absolutely.
South Central.
anything can go wrong since the third inning has gone wrong.
Exactly.
On the way. That's into the right side. Base hit. Inside out cut by Aker. Gets by the right fielder. It'll score Pittman from second base. And just like that, goes within one. The tying run at first base and nobody out.
The base hit down the right.
Swing.
Actually by the right fielder.
Throw that through the hole.
Michael.
First and
Healy.
second.
Coming in, he scores.
Inside out swing. And it scores a runner.
You gotta love the swing that you got here.
Exactly.
They're taking what the pitcher's giving them.
And I think the Satellites are just in shock right now after blowing this lead.
It's
Yeah, it's just
that right center,
I don't know that we've seen anybody pull a ball.
I don't
That one in
know
the
what
dirt
you
gets away
in
from the
sports
catcher.
you
White
can
Sox
kind
can
of
find it.
talk
Aker
about
will go into
how
second
bad
easily.
this lead has driven. Maybe the New England Patriots and the Atlanta Falcons, maybe at Super Bowl. Maybe
Yeah.
it's just that bad here.
Yeah.
So it is running at second, 13-11. Pitch on the way. That's a fastball right there for a strike to Sheely. That's 1-1. You are right. I don't think we've had a ball pulled all night long. They've all been to right field. You know, that is a
Farrell taking a second here.
drops down sidearm and just sneaks it right over the inside corner.
that started right as front hip and then the right down the middle, cutting right path. It's a great pitch.
1-2.
And Farrell just sidearms it into a strike here.
He inside out.
Farrell's trying to get him in rhythm, and looks like he's getting a little bit better. So let's see if he can keep this up.
Absolutely. Runner on second currently here.
He is. And he's physically doesn't look like a sophomore either.
Tall, lanky.
Pitch on the way. That one a little bit sidearm, catches the inside corner, and Sheely's down on strikes. That's a tough one.
Stepping to the plate for the Go-Girls, first baseman, number 18, Matt
It's one that
Manzu.
you're not gonna, it's one of those that you see it and say, I can't hit it.
And strike three there.
I gotta do
Harrison,
something to try
and he is gone.
And that was much needed from the Satellites.
Drops down, this one high. You know, I have a love-hate with that dropping down. Because it can be effective, but you have to be able to throw it for a strike every time. Pitch on the way.
Harrison, do you call that a
And he'll go to first base.
do you call that a flop in baseball when you drop down like that?
I think you can call it a flop. I think it's a flop in every sport.
At first,
Tanner Beats.
Absolutely. And then he gets hit after.
Comes to the plate.
Exactly.
Runner at first.
Definitely a flop. I think that was an overreaction.
Overreaction. And plus,
Two,
that
one in.
now is 1-2 after it hits batsman.
Throw in at least.
Exactly.
So he's re-entered the game. I've got to say, for the outing he had on the mound, for him to come back in here and hit this way, that says a lot about him. Ball gets away from the catcher. Runners will move up. Wazar can't find it. And now the lead run is standing at second base. Who thought 2 innings ago we'd even be, we would have thought we were crazy.
Actually, just got a text that said that Farrell is committed to Kentucky. So
I believe it.
it's interesting, but I believe it. He has a live.
Pitch on the way. Hit to the right side. First baseman makes a play. Ooh, and he will. Boy, I tell you what, he got most of that. If he doesn't get down
Not bad improvement. designated.
Kind of one of those rabbit in the other hand kind of catches.
Boston,
Goes down the line.
Turkey pile.
So hit there. If Sullivan didn't get that one, that's another run there.
Then bases are loaded.
Very well.
Absolutely. At least the bases are loaded on that one.
Boston Turkey Pile, who is having a really nice night.
Yeah, we'd love to scratch these two across here.
Pitches outside for a ball. So Pieces ground out is out number one to Sullivan. Now Turkey Pile trying to
Just misses the corner
run. And second,
on that one
12
with the
to
breaking
score.
ball. One
Pitch
strike.
on the way.
I mean, one ball.
Outside for a ball. Nobody happy out there right now. There's just not a lot of happiness after a call. 2-0 pitch in the dirt. Wazar saves the run. Good job by the catcher. And it is now 3-0 to Boston Turkey Pile. Waiting on deck.
3-0 after Wazar stops a possible run once again.
Inside, that's ball four. Now the bases are loaded.
How about this for Nate?
Yeah, his second at bat in a high school game. He's got the lead run at second base with 2 outs.
Now the bases are juiced once again. They are a Bonds-like level here.
The catcher, number
It's what
14,
you live
yeah,
for.
Deerfield.
Harrison, what can you say about this game so far? Bases loaded. Bottom of the fifth.
Pitch on the way. He's going to face somebody headed to the University of Kentucky.
I think we can just say
Why
that
not?
we're coming after the first strike.
On
Absolutely.
the way. Almost hit him, gets away from the catcher, but not far enough. Just dribbles past what the way.
Absolutely.
About out of the skin part of the plate there, so the ball, and it's 1-1. Another jam that they're trying to get out of, and a strike there to Deerfield. Bradley
What-
Farrell
What do you think?
trying to keep the lead here.
What
13-12,
pitch should Farrell
South
kind
Central.
of throw in this situation?
You know, if I'm him, bases loaded like this,
Taking
I'm
all
gonna
the
put
way
something down low,
strike
something that they
three.
can't get up in the air, not a lot of runs to be scored, something like ground out. Might put some squeezer on the inside.
And he is gone on that one after the
Huge
strikeout.
pitch.
Very huge pitch on that one. You got to put the huge on that, Harrison, because
Huge right there.
that was very clutch on that after putting himself in that kind of Houdini-like situation.
Satellite's got a chance here now, back batting, and they got a chance to hit some runs in.
Absolutely. Wazar coming back. Having a kind of a day here. Yeah, Wazar, Gross. Leading us off here.
Don't mix and field, Rusty Nixon with Regan Davis. I almost forgot both of our names.
What do you need to do to kind of get back on track here, Harrison?
Oh, yeah.
You know, I think we just need a couple base hits
2 hours and 22 minutes.
and a couple, just the team to get behind the batters, just push them on. I mean, a little bit of motivation can go a long way.
Absolutely. And folks, if you're just tuning in, it is 12-13 here in the sixth.
Knowledge, the way he hits the ball.
Leading off Daily for the Satellites, the catcher, number 16, Andrew Waysar.
Well, they have these like velocity was 600, that's even no matter what.
And
Wazar swings at the first pitch, a swinging bunt. Taker can't handle it, and
a slash bunt here from Wazar. That's going to lead into a base hit here, Harrison.
That's exactly what we needed right there.
Absolutely. Now Gavin Gross comes in here, another speedy, currently playing third base now since.
Out 13-12, South Central leads it. Pitch on the way. That's
Seems like their whole lineup is power and speed so far here for the Satellites. There's a lot of runs here driven in.
A lot of runs.
Got to have a clean inning. Throw over. Normally they're not very fleet of foot.
This was supposed to be a daylight game because they moved it up, but it's going to be probably night-like here with the lights on.
They're able to throw behind. Are back in plenty of time. So 2-0 here.
Time for the Satellites to get a couple hits here and hopefully put this game away.
Absolutely.
Pitch on the way. High for ball. It's 3-0 now.
And hold
Not where you want to be.
the Pilgrims for 2 innings here because they had their chances to put Plymouth away.
Exactly.
Step back and wonder what he's going down and talk about. Yeah, when Gross calls time, wants to go down and talk to his coach. I don't know that he.
Looks like Gross missed a sign. He's trying to kind of talk to his coach here.
Not sure if you would want it here. I don't know.
A little bit of confusion, but I think they're just trying to get it right because it's such a big point in the game. They can't really afford to mess up right now.
Nope. Not at all. Looks like maybe a hit and run currently. Great contact hitter, but he draws a walk.
Coming to the point for the Satellites, right fielder number 4, Alex Newberg.
And with a power hitter coming up, Alex Newberg, senior, belted a couple of home runs last year. Two against Morgan Township, who were the eventual state champions last year.
So we'll be safe. It's one of those things at this point in the year you haven't worked on it a ton. But the throw needs to be closer to the bag. And you can't let him get that big a lead. Squared a bunt and a strike as Newburn bunts through it.
What do you think about having Newburn bunt in the situation?
I don't think that's the play because we need to get a couple runs in. I don't think we can afford to get any outs.
Newburn steps in his pitch. Bunts to the right side.
I'm not the coach they are, so let's see what they do.
Let's see what they do here.
I'll tell you what.
It's Satellite Field.
To say they're aggressive on the bases is an
But with 2 speedsters with Wazar and Gross, I mean, a bunt could turn into a run or 2.
Exactly.
The shortstop
It just missed off the corner. You guys are going to see it. I mean,
just off the outside corner.
Yeah, I guess here
I
a little bit. I don't mind.
I used to get in trouble with 2 pitches like that. Because my comment was, because it's 0-2, why are you rewarding the hitter for watching a good pitch? Wazar runs on the strike 3 and throws it. It's going to be close. He will be safe. Wazar at third and at second is Gavin Gross, who just comes in behind. And I got to say,
Oh, and he's safe.
he is safe. I will plead the 5th on that one, Harrison.
Plymouth is Very shocked about that.
Let him get off
Yep,
way
absolutely.
too far.
Runners on scoring position though for the Satellites.
Strikeout,
Double
foul
steal
one. Plymouth's got to come in and play tight with runners at second
with
and third.
Hampshire, who's already has had a very good year so far. Zach, just put it in the gap a little bit more, and you got 2 more runs here for the day.
Can't say.
Yeah, I know, Andy. Well, yeah, but I know what you're saying. I mean, you can't let somebody else decide your fate. You got to do it. 1 and 2 the count is.
Harrison, what do you think here on what Hampshire is kind of thinking here at the plate?
I mean, I think he's just trying to get something where he can get on first base. If he can just get the ball on the ground, get it through one of those gaps, I'm thinking in the right field. That's where about 80% of the balls we've seen today have been hit. Swings at that one. I think that's what we do. Get that ball in the right field.
12 to score.
Absolutely.
Shively trying to get out of a jam. Curveball way up.
Just a little high here.
So it's 2 and 2.
Well, I mean, I figured
You guys are going to find out in a second. It's just a little bit high.
Best pitch here. Infield is in.
2-2.
On the way. Gets into the swing. Nice. I think that was some kind of a. I don't know what quite a changeup. It was kind of a
Next
slice.
up, the Satellites. Center fielder, number 23. Brandon
Strikeout on the swerve here.
It's going to bring.
Very key strikeout on that one.
I think he wants to talk about. I'm pretty sure he wants to talk about the defense. Well,
What do you think about that pitch, Harrison?
That was a solid pitch right down there, and it was a big one for Plymouth.
Big one. Absolutely huge for Plymouth on that.
Not what you want to see as a Satellite fan.
Not at all. But top of the order with Young coming up. Another speedster, but has a little bit of power to him.
That's right. So hopefully we'll see something going on here.
Cannot let anything get away from him. Pitch on the way. Fastball in the corner for a strike.
Runners at second and third currently.
0-1 the count, 2 outs. Shively ready, pitch on the way. Oh, nice curveball right over.
12-6 just lands into the strike zone on that
Pull
one.
the trigger on it and it goes to 0-2. Now make sure you throw what you want to throw. They're going to go outside, go up the ladder a little bit. Not a bad idea, although I'd come in a little further on that. Chin high fastball is a good 0-2, but he was outside enough. He really didn't have to decide that.
2-1 there, Harrison. 2-1 currently. 2-1. 2 strikes, 1 ball.
Stayed up, reacting. Yeah. That was tough. Good job by your catcher. 2-2, 2 outs.
Young knows the 4 Ds of dodgeball. Dip, dodge, and dodge on that one.
Keeps him inside. That's keeping him off the plate as well.
Absolutely.
You can dodge your wrench, you can dodge the ball.
Absolutely. And that's the metaphor here. Harrison.
Exactly.
Pitch on the way.
Ooh.
That was
You guys
close.
are going to see in a second, even as a Satellite fan, that was close to call.
That was close. It's a tough take by your hitter, but it is ball first.
Yeah, that was a close call, and we got lucky on that one as Satellite fans.
Very lucky.
Fastball fouled off. Good job of hitting by Young.
And Young is staying alive. Staying alive after you're going to see in a moment.
You know what I like? Look at him. He's choked up. He's just trying to make contact.
If he keeps fouling these off, he's just tiring the pitcher out.
He's going to call.
No. Come on.
That was close. Young calls timeout. He's given timeout.
Cam already started his looked like he already started his windup.
He started it
And
now. Pitch on the
just
way.
starts the
Fouled
windup.
off again. Young with another good job to foul off a good pitch.
Young taking his time here currently.
Shively trying to get out of this with a 0.
And stays alive here.
1, 13-12.
Harrison.
Stretch the pitch on the way. Gets him swinging. Fastball on the fist. Strike three will end the threat. We will head to the bottom of the sixth. 13-12. South Central.
And
Another strike.
and a swing and a miss here to end that half of the inning here. Let's see if Farrell can keep it going. Another scoreless inning. So, Harrison, what's your thoughts so far on this game as it closes?
Yeah, so far I'm thinking that in the beginning, Plymouth did not look like they had that strong of a team, but after watching for a little while, I think just the hype that you said was around them, starting off 2-0. I mean, I think they got a solid team, but I think the Satellites also do, and it's just putting everything together at once for both of the teams. I think the offense and defense has to be there.
Just go ahead and bring it back.
Absolutely.
What are your thoughts so far about the game?
I just feel like both teams have had lapses. Satellites, after the third inning, kind of a little bit here in that one inning, letting a good team back into it.
Yep.
Which this is great experience for either team trying to get to a state championship kind of level here.
Exactly.
Especially when you have defending state championship and your conference in Washington Township.
Exactly.
You're right. Anyway, it will be who we got coming up. Caden Widener, number 9, and then top of the order, Cam Shively. To see if they can get a little closer here. 13-12, Plymouth within 1.
But Shimley comes into the batter's box here in this very exciting kind of way here. And Glissick goes to third. They're moving all around here.
See, look, Glissick is going to go to third. And
So Glissick going to third, and they're kind of switching everything
the
up.
left fielder is coming in, so he's going. So Glissick, the designated hitter, will come in to play third base. Baseman Rose at the line.
No, they're switching everything. And I mean everything around here.
Good job being the Douglas. Shortstop.
Third baseman.
Number 2, Hayden Weiser.
Weiser currently in the batter's box.
Nasty curveball to start with that right there.
0-1, pitch on the way in the dirt.
Great curveball to start off, Harrison.
Caden Widener, swing and a miss. It's the 1-2. We're in the bottom of the sixth, 13-12 the score. South Central in the lead. Stretch the pitch on the
Great swing and a miss there.
Being very aggressive so far. I think Plymouth is trying to really take over this game.
Absolutely.
Yeah. Shively.
And there he goes.
Looking.
He gone, Harrison. He gone.
He gone.
Walk twice. One out, pitch on the way. Beautiful curveball by He's
Strike.
loose now. You can tell that.
He's feeling it.
That was a perfect pitch. Strike one. Shively now ready to go. Pitch on the way. Fastball almost gets away, and it's 1-1. I don't. This is something I'm sure nobody notices. Quasar there did everything he could to block that pitch.
Yeah.
And that's. I looked for that.
Great stop by Wazar on that one.
For sure.
Nobody would have noticed if that goes back to the.
No.
Absolutely nobody in the park can think anything about it. But you got a catcher back there with nobody on base, still working to block pitches. Oh, there's a strike on that curve. That is
All the
nasty.
curveball, or did he go?
Yeah, either way.
Nasty curveball on that one. You're just gonna see in a second.
Wow. Great curveball right there.
Young Farrell's proving in this half inning why the Scouts won them.
Pitch on the way. Ooh, boy.
A jinx.
Low in the end.
Number
Center
fielder, number 12, Brady.
Brady Pittman comes up. He is 0 for 3 on the night. A fly out.
And
Choices in a walk.
Harrison, I want you to take over. So just jinx Farrell once again.
I think I'll get it from here. New batter coming up. I'm hoping Farrell's gonna do a little bit of his magic, get a little strikeout here.
On the way, nope. Good job, catcher. That one's a wild pitch. There's no way. It was clear over in the left-handed batter's box. So the runner will move into second easily. Shively now in scoring position. He is the tying run.
And it's just a little bit outside there. Allows the runner at first to go to second.
Pittman, pitch on the way.
I think these pass balls have been a big key to the game for Plymouth. They're really taking advantage of them.
Hitters count now.
Absolutely. They're playing into what the satellites usually have the keys.
Exactly.
Pitch on the way, drops down again. It's inside for a ball.
Great teams, you cannot give them the extra base.
Nope.
But-
They need every advantage they can get.
Absolutely. Both teams have struggled with that.
Cause a little consternation. Doesn't ball 4 now. Like 2 walks.
Not
in a
bad.
row.
Douglas, third baseman, number 11, Skyler. Aker.
He's just walked 2 guys, thrown about 4 or 5 straight pitches out of the strike zone. They got probably 10 points.
Yeah, Skyler usually has a pretty good idea of what he
On the way in the dirt for a ball.
Farrell
At this point,
is
unless it
wild
hits my
right
back,
now.
I'll probably not
Yeah.
swing. 13-12 the score. Time run at second. Lead run at first. That one stays up. It's a ball. What? It strikes him on the size of a dime right now.
Yes.
2-0 the count.
2-0 currently.
Pitch on the way. That one. It's a strike. Still rather see that than a defensive swing on 2-0. 2-1, 1 out. Runners at first and second. Pitch on the
And
way.
a strike on that one.
Outside is what the
Great pitch right there. Keeping the momentum on the satellite side.
Absolutely.
Girls step back in. Runners will get their lead. Pitch on the way. Fouled off to the right side. And it is strike 2, 3-2. Don't you get a run?
In the stretch here, Farrell
Probably not.
with the delivery. And that is great foul on that one.
Right now, you still got to play for that one run at second base. And I tell you what, Shiley's already got a gigantic lead out there. Now the shortstop will move in a little bit behind you. He'll have to shorten it up a bit. Pitch on the way. That's low, and he won't take her.
Ooh.
Okay, this is the thing that you're running into with Farrell. 51 pitches. That was number 51. 22 for strikes, 29 for balls.
Yeah.
Not bad.
And the bases are loaded again.
Michael, Sheely.
Mentality, yeah.
Coach is going out to the mound trying to have a talk. You think they're going to switch out pitchers?
Not with the pitching coach. He's just trying to calm down his son at the moment here.
I always would say that perfect games, 21 pitches, 21 ground ball outs. That was the funny thing. I had a pitcher.
I'll let you take over for a minute while I grab a drink.
2 games. in a
Absolutely.
row.
Farrell currently so far, the young year, 1 win so far. But let's see if he can do a Houdini act to get out of this inning like he did last one, even though it is self-inflicted so
Never
far.
lost a game as a pitcher in high school. And the funny thing about it was, I don't think he ever had more than 2 strikeouts in a season. But he never walked anybody. And you never got a good look at him. All he cared about was winning. He didn't care about his numbers or anything else. Just the W.
Good mound visit here. Let's see if it does anything.
Fouled off the instep of Michael Shealy for strike one.
That's a stinger right now.
I used to love it when they bring the infield in. No one can hit it hard enough to get it by one of these guys. Give me something I can get a bat on. I'm pretty sure I can do that.
I think through the infield, you're gonna take the lead.
Gets it off the instep. They're gonna call that a foul ball.
Oh, wow.
This is unbelievable. Now you're gonna have a lot of screaming and yelling. It stayed fair.
It never went foul, and it keeps.
And the problem is
That
the base umpire
is-
never called it foul.
Folks, that is a suspect call here. And as somebody who's on the other side,
Eventually, the old plate umpire got out and called it foul.
It's sad. I mean, everyone's
It
gonna
did.
say-
There was gonna be a swinging bunt. That one. Oh boy.
He's 6'4".
Next up, Gunners, first baseman, number 18.
And
Matt.
thank you, ma'am, with the strikeout. And thank you, umpire, for the previous call.
Beautiful outside corner shot, and there's 2 outs now. And Farrell is an out away from getting out of a huge jam of his own construction. Pitch and a swing.
You talk about.
Bansick.
Great strike on the first throw here.
This is also 86 to 88 on the
Yeah.
Gets you out of jams that you
You're right.
have no business getting out of.
Swing and a miss.
There we go.
By Bansick. Strike 2.
Strike 2 after the swing and miss here.
Trying to tie it up. Trying to run it.
Very
third.
crucial situation here.
Bansick with an 0-2.
2 outs, bases of bonds like level.
That's hit up the middle. This should be easy. Farrell's going to run over by himself and touch it. And then he taunts the runners. So that's a real class act there. But it is an out.
What an all this. Just got back.
And Farrell gets out of the inning after running down first base. And a strikeout. Marshall, Harrison, you missed a lot, my dude. You got strikeouts. There was a call that was kind of borderline.
Wow. Sounds like I missed a lot.
You did miss a lot. And
What's the score looking like?
it is still 13-12. Farrell got out of the bases loaded jam that he created. He had a other 2 innings to get out of trouble. Now it is top of the 7th. And Sullivan going to lead us off here. Another great sophomore in the lineup for South Central.
Back at Bill Nixton Field, Rusty Nixon with Brady Davis, Sullivan, Jacob, Holman, Rice, Lessing. First 3 hitters. For South Central gets Cam Shively, who has looked very, very good tonight, which is another huge price.
Yes.
And how does the Satellites get back to their mojo with Cam Shiley like they did with Michael?
You know, I think they just got to buckle down and realize that this game's not over. They got a couple more innings left, and it's time to crunch down. And this is what they've practiced for all year.
Absolutely.
It might be the beginning of the season, but these games matter just as much as the end.
This is great experience for the boys to get into
Exactly.
crucial game situations like this.
All right, sorry.
Exactly.
To Sullivan, pitch on the way from Shively. That was a pretty good over the top. That curveball and the ball, but not bad location. I'd take it. Pitch on the way. That one stays up.
That's a little high.
3-1. The last thing you need is
3-1.
lead off walk here. We've seen what happens with that already.
3-1 currently. Sullivan
Shively ready.
very
Pitch on the
patient
way.
here.
That one too high. Oh,
Woo-hoo.
that one a strike. You can start.
That was a. What do you think about that, Harrison?
That
Because
was an interesting call. I'm not sure everyone would agree with that one.
that's the old. I'd rather hit kind of.
That's a no doubter, but yeah, hey,
I'd rather hit kind of thing here, especially after the base hit from Sullivan here.
Exactly.
Holman.
base hit was Sullivan on first, probably.
But it seems like
So runner
if
in
you
the
do that with
board.
any umpire, they're going to call a strike.
Step in.
I think you're right about that.
Well,
Jacob Ullman steps into play here.
Shively, stretch, square to bunt, bunts through it. And Deerfield keeps it front, holds the runner there. And strike one.
Good stop by the catcher. That could have easily been a Field to second.
Absolutely. Absolutely could have been thrown in second
Yeah,
there.
if you can,
Uh,
find a way to get it up here, keep them in play.
Yeah, you got a situation. Oh, and Deerfield with a great play. The bunt gets popped in the air. Nate makes a nice diving attempt, but just couldn't put it away.
almost makes a great play on that one. But everyone is safe.
Kept him from catching that
I
ball.
think the bunt was the play there, as we were talking about earlier.
Yeah, that's,
Absolutely. Now, big
it's, just pop straight up and-
Glisick comes into play here.
Good bunt in the end, so you've got runners at
The
first
big
and
left-hander is
second.
back, and we need a big old hit out of him.
Absolutely.
Deerfield,
It is
it
time.
wasn't that high in
I'm
the
calling
air.
a dinger here.
I think he's about to hit it out of the park.
Oh, he got his hands up.
I just think
Catch it.
He's going to be trotting around here for a second here if it's not located well enough.
Infield, I'm sure he's set in the situation with nobody out. I don't know if you're gonna bunt Blessick here.
I wouldn't think
I
so.
would think you at least give him a swing. He's grounded out, struck out, and doubled. And the double was just shy of unretrievable. So he'll step in, big left-hander.
Let's see what Glisick can do here.
A little bit of a trouble. Here they'll go to second. Boy, that was tough. Tried to do that double pickoff with Wolf coming in
Almost
behind
throws
him.
it away or throws it to Casper.
Boy, he had to throw it to Preston.
They're trying to run the wheel play and that just wasn't very organized. It's,
Pitch on the way, he'll swing, hit it right straight back to the screen, strike one.
Hits it in the 1%er. Foul ball.
Runners at first and second, nobody out, 13-12 the score.
13-12 currently here in the top of the seventh.
Blissig steps back in, pitch on the way, stays high for a ball. Approaching the 3-hour mark in this game.
Saxon basketball.
It's been a while, I'm sure.
Seems like just yesterday. Is it home? Pitch on the way, that stays up, and it's a ball. You start to wonder here how much he's got left in the tank.
I was just about to say that. It's the first outing of the year.
And he's at 50 pitches.
50.
What do you think, Harrison? 50 pitches here. Dangerous hitter.
Blissig.
Very key at
Swing and a
bats.
miss,
I think
takes something off
pitcher's
of it.
getting tired. Big hitter here. If he throws a slow one down the middle, ooh, and he took a rip at that one and missed. He can connect on one of those. We could be seeing a 3-run home run.
Absolutely. I think that was the game plan for Glisick on that big swing.
Pitch on the way, breaking ball right in his back foot. They call it inside. Oh boy, that is right where he was.
Just a little bit inside on that one.
Ooh, and a close call.
Yep. Maybe a fraction of an inch on that, but I'll take it.
3-2, and he'll get a reward with the walk and almost decapitates the on-deck man throwing his bat over into the dugout.
And now the bases are a bonds-like level with Bradley Farrell coming up.
Has a chance to be the double hero. Got out of that big jam last inning. Now a chance to put a few more on the board for himself. Pitch on the way. That's grounded to short. Widener can't handle it. It gets away from him. Rolls behind third base, and 2 will score.
And that will
Big high hop.
score 2 runs, and Bradley Farrell
Huge hit right there.
gives some run support to himself on that.
So you got exactly what you wanted there was a ground ball, and if Widener fields that, he's got a force play to play. All he's got to do is make a good throw.
Wierse currently up here.
You're exactly right.
Plymouth hurt also.
And Wierse goes for the bunt, fouls it back.
South Central hasn't, they've had 15 runs, but maybe 2 or 3 hard hits tonight.
Yeah. No, there hasn't been a lot of.
One of these teams is going to walk away with their first loss of the season, so we're going to see who it is.
Foul ball.
Absolutely. But putting that crucial base hit on there with runners on first and second.
So Air has put 2 across. Pitch on the way, gets away from the catcher, will move everybody up again. And I'm not sure. I think he called that a strike.
Yeah, he swung. So
And pass ball, but it's also a strikeout
So
because
yeah, it's a drop strike 3, but you can't run with first base occupied. No, it isn't anymore, but they did move up.
Well, the Satellites move up a base, and they're in prime scoring position.
Prime with Gross up the bat.
Pitch on the way to
Great
Gross.
contact hitter. Maybe a hit and run here, Harrison.
1-0 the count. Runners at second and third. It's 15-12 now. Pitch on the way from Shiley. Swing and a miss, strike. And it's 1-1. Pitch it right back to the
1-1 currently.
Throw to first. I'm not sure. I think there was 1 out. Blissick will score, and the ball gets away from the catcher.
And that's going to give 2 on that play.
The ball gets away from the catcher, and he slides in.
Slides in. The throw to first gets him, and then the throw airmails and allows 2 Satellites to score on that play. And Newburn coming up with the bases unloaded.
You get the out, but the error on the throw scores 2. And so now it is 17-12. Pitch on the way, stays high.
17-12 currently here with Alex Newburn up.
Pitch on the way, that one inside. And it would be called a strike.
Strike on
Nobody on
But
base here with 2 outs.
Newburn
1-1
knows the 4
count.
D's of dodgeball.
Pitch on
Dip,
the way,
dodge, and
that
dodge
was curveball.
on
Yeah,
that strike
that
there, Harrison.
a couple of innings ago.
And he's
1-2.
he's learning the way to do it. And if they can get around these bases soon,
Away from Shiley.
this game could be put away, and a happy Satellite team would be going home.
Got back within
Absolutely.
1. Once again, 2 more errors, and guess what?
Unfortunately, 2 errors in the left walk.
So there you go. It's a simple game, really, to figure out. Fly ball from the left side. Acre will come over. Nice play on that one right near the fence. So,
And that ball is cranked in the outfield, but it is caught for the last out.
5 again now. So,
Huge out right there for Plymouth.
Huge out. 5-run lead for Farrell to close it out here.
This is a big thing to end the inning.
Absolutely.
Yeah, play 2.
So with our game balls, do we give it to Farrell with that big hit and with a possible save here? And would that put Farrell in the possible free merch area with our 2 game balls today?
I think it might.
I don't know. I might give one to Wierse, way he's stopping some of these balls.
That's right.
For sure.
Catchies don't get enough appreciation. They're a huge part of the game.
Huge part of the game.
Bill Nixon Field, Rusty Nixon with Regan Davidson. And now you're looking at another big hill to climb with Farrell on the ground. He has been very difficult to hit.
So, Harrison, what do you think of your first game calling on Regan's Corner Sports Network for the Satellites?
Oh, it's a great satellite company, Regan Sports. Nothing better than that. Check out the merch. Go check out everything. Go check out the podcast. It's a great network and a great place to get your sports information, local and national.
Absolutely. And like he said, go to our merch shop on Regan's Corner Sports Network. That will be coming out very soon for you satellite fans. And depending on how this half inning goes, Farrell or Wierse could very much be in that hunt.
It's a miracle that you got back within 1, but still.
It's the thing was, you got 21, you got multiple opportunities to take the lead there.
Pitch by Farrell, curveball, and that's going to be a strike all day now. As Peace will take it, 0-1. Action in the bullpen. I'm not sure who that is. If Plymouth can put 5 across, they're going to need to make a change on the mound. Pitch on the way. Farrell has it in the dirt, and it's 1-1. Peace has had a nice night.
1-1 currently after Farrell puts it in the dirt.
But he's had a couple of big doubles. That one fisted out towards the shortstop. It's going to be tight. Peace on the way, and they just, he dropped the ball, but it must have been on the transfer. That's what he said. So just
Number 15.
Ground out on that one.
Turkey pile.
Peace running down there.
First out there. A little scary on the transfer.
It wasn't fast enough. So 1 out. And now Boston Berkey Pile will come to the plate. 17-12. Pitch on the way. Curveball, that's a beauty. Drops it right in there for strike 1.
Strike 1 right there. Good solid pitch.
Another curveball.
I said it hit in the box.
And that is a strike 2.
Strike 2 currently here.
They were very clever.
Yeah, you know what I'm thinking. Pitch on the way. Swing and a miss.
Swinging.
Nice pitch sequence there as he went up the ladder on him.
Huge strikeout right there.
He's huge, and he is gone on the high heater.
Yeah.
And after the high heater,
That is interesting. So,
Farrell is LeBron stepping.
He's had an interesting day. Curveball for a strike. 0-1. 2 outs here.
And strike on that one.
Trying to chase 5. Pitch on the way. Another curveball fouled off. And it is strike 2.
For how good Farrell's fastball is, his breaking ball has been even better.
I agree totally.
So Nate Darrenfield, just his 3rd at bat in high school. Swings, fouls it off.
Fouls.
Amazing. He didn't got that was a stick. I was going to say that was right on his hands.
Right.
A night like tonight, those are not.
That would be a wood splitter on that one if it would have been.
Bats, boy,
If it was a wooden bat there, Harrison.
Pitch on the way, that one. Okay, I had to wait. Ball 1 or ball 2, 2 and 2.
2-2 on that one.
Yeah, back in the days of the wood badge, you almost didn't want it yet. Swing and a miss, and that will end the game. So Darrowfield strikes out to end it after 3.
And that is the ball game after he is gone on the last strikeout of the game.
What a game.
Final score
What
here
a game.
is South Central 17, Plymouth 12. We'll take a break. We come back.
Yo, Harrison, who is your game ball go to?
Talking to Plymouth.
I think it's got to go to Farrell getting the last strikeouts.
Yeah, I'm going to go Farrell too. And that would put
Go ahead
Farrell
and just play
in
4.
the free merch category here with his 3 balls.
I think that's
Sorry.
the play. Finishing the game off that strong.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Satellites. Chuck. Next game on Regan's Corner Sports Network will be against Morgan Township, at Morgan Township. And Harrison, it's been a pleasure.
Yes, sir.
And go check out his podcast on Wednesday. And he will be pre-recording it on Monday.
Okay, good.
But Dusty will be back. Harrison will be back later in the week.
Yes,
Sounds
sir.
For sure. Absolutely.
Go check it out.